How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to Hydroneer. According to this, there was something wrong with my recording section. So I'm just looking through my settings now into like my stream and bits and pieces. I'm not sure what's been going on. There's been a few little weird changes. If I'm gonna be brutal, I am talking. It just seems a bit quiet. Everything seems to be a little bit funky right now. Like, so I try. I've been having an issue with bits and pieces when it comes to like being able to change my aspect ratio on here and this, that, and the other, and I'm not sure what was going on. So that's all fun and games. Right, so according to this, my recording settings are not in properly, but they are. So I don't understand this, but there you go. I haven't been able to change my recording settings, so I don't know what's going on. And it keeps saying the message I get is video output is currently active, but I've seen this live even when I'm not actually active. So I don't know what's changed. I don't know what's different, and it's confusing. It's confusing me greatly, which is very strange. Anyways, let's get on with the final run, and maybe I'll come up with something that can help. But yeah, I can't change my aspect from, because I normally record on 3840 by 1080p or 1080, because it gives me too wide. I can put my camera on one part and the video on the other, and then I can like dual them and then put them into like a timeline, and that's how I edit my videos. I haven't been able to do that since yesterday. There was an update that went in, so I don't know what's gone on. I may have to uninstall all of this again and reinstall it and see what happens. But not happy, because it messed me up today. Anyways, so where were we? We are 6 drills in, small platform good. We turned off all of my bits and pieces, so we can turn all this back on then. Oh yeah, I'm going to try and figure out a way of turning all this on and off without having to like really disrupt things today. That pipe is empty. Lovely and chewable. There we go. Right. I need this one, because then this one is going to go. I'm going to have to turn off the pipe for a second, but that's okay. And there we go. Fantastic. So yeah, if anybody can come up with a solution, it would be most appreciated. What I will do, if I put up what this thing is telling me, I need to create a Word doc, because I need to find a solution to it, or I just need to do a reinstall. That's just all it is. Right. So video output. Please turn off any outputs to change video settings. So, for what I understand, is that would be like an I think it's an NDI. Basically, it's like having like a virtual camera installed, or this and the other. Now, I don't have a virtual camera installed, so really confused about why this is coming up for me. Let's put it that way. Anyways, there we are. All of this is on and ready to go. It's fantastic. Okay, so I can't remember what we're up to now. Like after our grind yesterday, grind last week. We're up to 469,000. It's a good start to the day. And there we go. But yes, basically just grinding away, and with more and more being done now, this helps a lot. I am on this as my last playthrough. The plan is to get to 100 million Hydrocoin, and then I'm completely done on Hydroneer with nothing else left to do. So, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take me. We're up to 469,000 already, and that was the whole grind of like getting up to this point. So, I can only assume it's going to get faster now. So that's the plan now. And we will go from there. I think I've got to go get some more tool bags though, because we are slowly running out. So I'll leave the mine running for now. We'll go and get some more tool bags. I think I need 2 for every single one of them. I feel that I just got back into it without having beaten it in the past, so I'm split between DLC and base, trying to figure out the sprinklers range, since I've never done farming. Okay, so sprinklers range comes down to how high you're mounting them. If they're right on the floor, it's like the couple of squares that are around them. If you put them like 4 squares higher than the crops, it spreads a bit further out. I can't remember the full area of effect, but yeah, you can water quite a few crops. So it's your first time back since farming update. That means you got like a year and a half to catch up on. Does that have a drop off? Yeah, it gets to a point where it just stops. It gets to a point where it just stops on the outside circle. Your best, if you want like the maximum range, I did it as so the way I did it, I had it 3 squares above with full water pressure in the back of it, because that helps as well. So if you've got full water pressure and you've got you've got it right next to one of the sprinklers, it will sprinkle out a little bit further, because obviously it's getting pushed faster. So I did it 4 squares above. I also did it 1 on the bottom, and what I did was actually dug. I had a channel of 2 pipes going up one side, wide enough for the cropper to go up and down in, and I would lay all the crops in the middle and have the sprinklers watering the nearby area, so everything in the middle got watered, and then the rest of it was fine. So it would just grow crops. It was fine. I can't remember the true area of effect though. If you go onto the Hydroneer Discord, not my Discord, someone in there is bound to have the numbers by now. There's cheat sheets everywhere of like how high you can do and the amount of pressure and this, that and the other. Loads of them. Or just work it out for yourself and just enjoy the game. That's how I would play it, but that's just me. Right, let's go and fill up on the spanners. Hey bro, what's up? I'm having a problem. That's what's up. Not with this, with OBS. How you doing, Mr. Games? So my problem is, even when I'm not streaming or recording a video, I cannot change my settings on my recording ratio. And it sucks. What's up? This is my first stream. Nothing's up. This is how I stream, man. It's a calm stream, lo-fi music, no major arguments. Occasionally I have a rant or so, but apart from that, we're all right. The only time I ever raise my voice if somebody comes into my stream and starts like begging for stuff or like having a go at everybody, and then I turn into a monster. Apart from that, I'm okay. Well, this issue with OBS, right? It happened. So I think there was an update that went through, right? And the update went through, and then from that point, I haven't been able to change my canvas settings for recording, and it keeps saying you have to turn off all your video stuff and blah blah blah. I found a couple of articles from like 2019, I think it was. This was an issue back then, and then all of a sudden it's an issue again now. And I'm like, but what, this was not here yesterday. Why am I dealing with this now? So I might have to go for a fresh install and just see if that helps, because it says that it's something to do with like a virtual camera, but I don't have virtual cameras. I have my main camera, and I don't have any like DLL settings or bits and pieces stuck in the back of it. So I don't know, and I'm so confused by this. I haven't played Hydroneer in a while. Should I get better? That's purely up to you, man. I have no skin in the game when it comes to Hydroneer, apart from the videos I've created and building up the community around me. That's it. I can't tell you to play it or not. It's up to you. If you feel like you've got the time and the effort and you want to put into it, go for it. Play Hydroneer and be happy. That's all you got to do.
What's up? Where are your pajamas?
He took them all off because he's... Oh, I don't understand him anymore. I have 1,000 iron.
Why?
We're going to go and build a couple of drills. Good night, Logan. No, you can't come here. Well, because you are a half-naked boy in your pants and I'm on stream. If you come on here... No, that's very serious.
Yep.
You're walking around in your pants. That's not good. Sorry, guys. If he was wearing pajamas, yeah, he could come and say hello. But as he's in his pants, and I don't like the fact that paedophiles could be watching from anywhere, and they're the people I want to just punch in the face and destroy, I'm not having a half-naked child on my stream. He's not half-naked, he's wearing pants, but it's still pretty bad. Children. Yes. We've got 97 Cloutium. I haven't got enough to buy it and do another drill yet. Buried under the jail. Oh no, they don't even... No, they don't get buried under the jail. They get pulled behind a car with barbed wire attached to them, slowly grinding their way through the pavement. Well, unfortunately, Promethean, Cloutium is an absolute butthole to get hold of. So right now, we can only build one at a time. So as more as I'm building one at a time, yes, but the time between drills is getting shorter and shorter. And that's what I'm taking from all this. You got to think, the first time we were doing this, it took flipping hours. Right, we now have enough to build a drill. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a drill. I don't care if I'm only building one, because I'm leaving the machines running. Yeah, Cloutium is the worst part about it. Oh, now you got some clothes on. Yeah, no night. Sleep tight. Good night, mate. You can say good night to these people as well.
Good night.
There you go. Right.
Go on.
He put clothes on, he's fine now. He wasn't... I sent him to bed in his pyjamas. So... yeah, currently at the moment it's the grind of Cloutium, but we'll get there. How do you compare this to Orebound? Orebound is a different type of game, you know? it's a lot more orientated for mining. I wouldn't mind getting to grips with a lot more, like, I wouldn't mind getting into it a lot more deeper. Excuse the pun, but it is a mining game. But yeah, I think it'd be one of those games that I could probably get into quite well. But what I was trying like last night was like, I know, 2 years. I'm sorry, I was talking. So when it comes to Orebound, yeah, I could see myself getting into it, and it's going to be a little bit of exploration of like getting all the bits and pieces going for it and all this stuff. It should be fine. It should be completely okay. I think once one person's done it, and you kind of sit there going, you know what, this is how you're supposed to work the game. I think most people then will cut on and actually play the game. It'll be a lot easier for everyone. But I think all the while that the game is like in early access and early development and things haven't been finalized, no one really knows what they're doing just yet until obviously the game is out. When the game is out, we're all going to be exploring it, you know. It's going to be a big thing. 31 months from Promethean, 25 months from Heal. Thank you very much, guys. It's most appreciated to have you. But yeah, I think that's the main issue right now, is that because it's new, everyone is like, ooh, shiny, but no one really knows how to do it until obviously it's all been done. You can hand mine in this game as much as you like. As long as you got yourself a water supply or a lava supply, you'll be fine. It gets annoying though. I kind of wish I could just output the dirt from the shovel to... You can. You can dig dirt straight onto a conveyor belt. You've been able to do that since... well, since ever. You can dig a whole mine without using a single machine apart from conveyor belts and a harvester. Now, if dirt were to go into, let's say, a harvester, how does the output ore? So basically what you do is, because you would basically link a conveyor belt. I've been doing this for years. So you link a conveyor belt into a harvester and you output it, you know, into a normal sorting area. But you could dig out an entire mine by hand. You don't have to use machines at all. It's just to use machines because they don't use up dirt. They just sit there and grind away and be happy. But you can have a conveyor belted like sorting area using just a shovel. I mean, I can demonstrate it now if you want. Let me just hook this up and we'll go from there. Well, actually, I did a little bit of hand mining to start with on this game because just to get like a little bit faster in. How you doing, Immatrix? Oh, boom! Fist bump to you, sir. Right, so we need to change the input on this one to a T-pipe, which we have none down here. Yes. Well, no, you basically you would actually forfeit. I think that's how it was, because you're technically not hand panning. You're using a harvester. You would actually forfeit core stone. So to put this into perspective, right? If I put a pan, which I did here, so I already had something out. I had 3 drills here firing into a pan, and I was able to get core stone on every single bit, like ore out of the ground by just having drills here. But they were, because it was firing into a pan, it counts as hand panning, even though it's technically not. If you dig and you're digging straight into a harvester, you forfeit core stone because you're technically using a harvester to mine. So you won't get core stone. If you go down to tier 2, then yes, you will get core stone because you're in tier 2 like area. As long as you're digging tier 2 soil. That's how that works. There we go, right. We're up now 7. Now, if only I could automate the base pan, but that's wishful thinking. Base pan? What do you mean by base pan? I don't mind answering these questions, I just don't understand what base pan is. Oh, base game. You can automate the base game. You can do exactly the same with water. I have 4 years worth of videos on this game. You could go and watch any of those and it will explain what you're supposed to be doing. I thought you had to use the brush to process the dirt in the pan. No, you just use a harvester. I mean, the only downside is, yeah, you do have to like brush it in a pan. But because you're hand panning, you get all the extra stuff that comes with it. But yeah, if you're going to automate it, you do need to use a harvester. But you can still use a spade. You basically take a shovel, and you just dig straight onto a conveyor belt. I don't have a shovel down here. Give me a sec. And this was a while ago. I mean, back on, I think it was 1.4 or 1.6. I was you could outdo a machine happily, but if you want to dig, you just dig, and you can do this forever, just digging dirt instead. But yeah, now we're on 7 drills. This will go a little bit faster now. Money will come in a lot quicker as well because, you know, we're already at 37 pounds of Cloutium. So now the RNG is working faster. But the idea is that the more drills you got, the more stuff you get. It's that simple. And because we're now just counting for cash, at the end of the last stream we had $469,000. Well, Hydroneer. At the end of this, we'll be close to over $1 million. And tomorrow, I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming the card game. So if you're interested, pop along, have a chat. And then I've got a strange one to play. I was given a key by a developer, and it's for a game called Auto Trade Life, I think it was. And I don't know who made it. I haven't researched the company. I think it's their first game, but it's basically a car trading game. I'm like, okay, cool, it's a car trading game. The intro was like, what the fuck is happening? I watched the intro, I was like, I still don't understand what. Basically, the idea of the game is you were a successful car dealer, and then you got screwed over by your friend who reported the car you bought as stolen. You get arrested and done for basically theft, right? You spend 5 years in prison, and then you come out, and then the idea, the whole story is, it's a revenge story of you buying car lots to outdo your competitor, which was your friend. And I'm sitting there just going, what? Okay, cool. Best streamer right here. If I was the best streamer, I would have won awards by now. I'm not the best streamer. There are people out there that are far better than me. Check out Thor. I love Thor. Pirate Software. He's fantastic. He deserved the streamer award the other year. Well, he won it this year. He only started streaming properly in, what was it, October last year? And he blew up, like, monumentally. I joined him. I joined his channel when he was at like 100,000 subscribers, because I saw his shorts started feeding through, and I was like, this guy's on fire. He's doing, like, look at this, you know, and he's like giving advice of how he used to work for Blizzard and everything else, and he's fine. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching his 1 million subscriber stream like 2 months, like not even 2 months later. It was ridiculous growth, ridiculous. So he in my eyes is like the best streamer. Classic American mentality, but I'm English. $71. Hey Promethean, we're nearly ready to go and get another single drill. I know you don't like it when I go and get ones. Who said spite? I don't get what's just happened in chat. Best streamer right here, in my opinion. Love when you are live. So relaxing and fun to watch. LOL. Classic American mentality. Spite. Lol. What? Oh, it's about your car game. Yeah, no. I think the guy that made it may be Indian as well, because the main character, it looks very sort of like... It looks like very asset driven. I'd have to show you, like, let me just find this game. I'll show you the trailer. Let me just pull up Steam. It was. I looked at it and just went, huh? It's mad, madness. It is called Auto Sale Life. Let me just pull up the. You can watch this and decide for yourself. So this is the trailer. So all of this looks really asset heavy as well. Like everything is like polished, real polished to a point. It's really shiny. So that's like the starting garage, and you start in a crappy house because you get sent back from prison, and all of a sudden this is the car lot, which I've seen in other games before as well. And then yeah, it's like a really heavy asset-driven game. And it's cheap. I mean, the cars look alright, but obviously they're not called like BMWs, this and the other. There's customization for the cars that you've got to sell to make the most amount of money, and then you go from there. But it looks a bit iffy, if you know what I mean. Like it looks like not 100% amazing. So they've taken ideas from different parts as well. So you can do like driving instruction, you can do racing, you can do car wash, and you can do other things. I'm like, yeah, this is like it's very strange. But yeah, he gave me the key for it. I'll give it a couple of videos and see what happens in it. But it's different, very, very different. $87. I suppose, but actually, if I go and get the rest of it, we might be alright. If you want me to be brutally honest about the sim market, most sim games will they'll go under the radar just because there's so many games that come out. I mean, you know, this game came out like a couple of days ago, and then all of a sudden there's like 25 other games above it now. You know, there's like 150,000 games a year go out onto Steam. There's a lot of games, and they all just go under the radar. The only way to like make sure that someone plays, like to pay attention to it, is if you create a game that lots of people play really quickly. Something like Supermarket Sim happened really quickly. Valheim, for instance, look how quickly Valheim went from like nobody knowing about it to like ultimate hype. And if you can build a game that's just completely different from everything else and market it correctly, you'll do just fine. But the problem with like a game like this, where you're basically going to be selling cars and doing cars up, is it's been done to death. I mean, Power World, they're going through a lawsuit right now, which is going to be fun for them. And it's not what you think it's about if you haven't looked into their case. So, Car for Sale Simulator 2023, big update comes through next month, and they're upgrading their entire engine and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. I've already installed it, ready to go. So basically, Power World's getting sued. Nintendo are going to be trying to sell Power World because they're not doing it for what you think it is. Because most people think it's going to be like character design. Turns out it's a mechanics design. So because Power World use an orb where you catch the monster and it wiggles, because of that, Nintendo are going to launch a lawsuit against them. So they're not doing it against character design at all. So if you read any stories about like, oh, they're going to be suing because of the character design, it's nothing to do with character design. It's all about like a mechanic in the game itself. And I think even then they may still lose that case, because Power World has its own sort of like glitzy glamour about it all. I think Nintendo technically, unless they can prove they used exactly the same sort of mechanics that Pokemon did, I think they're clutching at straws. And I genuinely think it's pissing them off more than anything, because it's like, oh, this game's copied us and all. But the thing with character design is that Dungeon Quest is like the original basis of the character design for Pokemon. You know, so all these things come to fruition from somewhere, but this is one of those things. It's like, well, that's the thing. That's what they're going to be actually trying to like sue Power World over. It's the capturing mechanics that they use in Power World. It's very similar to to Pokemon, because they technically can't sue on like patents for character design, because if you look at Dungeon Quest over like Pokemon, you can see where some of the inspiration came from there. And then other games that have come out afterwards, like Digimon and like even Bakugan to a point, like there's some of the characters on there are very Pokemon-esque. So you have to take all of that into consideration. There is only certain ways you can draw a mouse before it stops looking like a mouse, you know, like Pikachu. There's only certain ways you can draw a sea serpent that doesn't look like a sea serpent, or a big fat teddy bear that doesn't look like a big fat teddy bear until it doesn't look like a teddy bear anymore. There's so many discrepancies, but when it comes down to game mechanics, that's one thing that Nintendo could potentially stand on. But at the same time, it's a very flimsy argument, because unless they actually did go out of their way to copy a game mechanic, and it's depending where they got their idea from. If they went, oh yeah, I've got this idea for this, we could do something similar to this, then they probably wouldn't have a problem. But if they just flat out copied it word for word, it's like copying homework. Someone's going to find out eventually. So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see where this court case goes. I'm interested to see what happens. I don't think Nintendo are going to win, personally. I think Power World do enough just to get by and go, yeah, we'll be okay, don't worry. Oh yeah. I'm what I would expect. This is just the way I see it. If Nintendo win, right, the Power World ball, right, turns into like a Power World gate, like Rubik's cube. So when you go to capture a monster, you have to turn it twice and then throw it, and then it basically encloses the monster into the cube, and then it turns and locks. That would be something I could see like Power World doing. I better patent that just in case some fuckers try to steal that as well. But that would be a way around it. You could just change the shape and change the the mechanic or even just the look at it. See? Already thought about it. Already thought about it. It's things that could happen straight away. And I think the Rubik's Cube thing would be a good idea, personally. Or a triangle, like a Triforce. So, it would obviously not the Triforce from Zelda, but you take a triangle and it would split and then turn into like a diamond and then turn outwards, and then it could enclose and then close around it, and a bit like the it's just you could just think up something else to just make sure you're correct. You're capturing a monster correctly. But yeah, it's the only thing that Nintendo is standing on is the mechanic for the actual. That's how they're going to try and sue. Breakdancing pan. Yeah, better than ray gun, so it could definitely go up against it for Australia. No, they're not that dumb. But if they can sue Power World on simple grounds of like game mechanic, like patent breakage, then they'll go for it. I think they'll just try. Worst comes to worst is that they say, oh well, the judge rules in like Power World's favour. That's it. That's just how it's going to be. If Nintendo win, the mechanic will change very quickly. It'll be in an update. They'll do like a 48-hour crunch. It'll be like, we need to come up with a new animation quick, boom, put it in the game, done. And it'll be that quick. But it is the only thing they can stand on for like trying to sue this company. Simple as, really. But we'll see how things go at the end of the day. As I said, I'm interested in the case. I'll look forward to the first day in court. One of my friends on Facebook already got pulled into like the conspiracy theory. Well, not conspiracy theory. What's the misinformation thing? She posted up and said, "Oh, this famous games company sues the Pokemon copycats for $15 million." Like, well, no, they haven't. They haven't even gone through the lawsuit yet. They've just issued it, and it's like, yeah, no one knows yet. I think they want. I don't even know how they're going to make money off of it. Like, the court case alone would cost them millions. That's ridiculous. Also, have you guys been watching Asmongold cover this guy called Asian Andy? Because if you haven't, it's car crash TV at its finest. It's absolutely bloody amazing. You need to go and watch it. I had it playing in here, and even Kerry was like, "What's happening?" And I went, "This dude's trying to fight off somebody who basically home invaded, and now he's trying to get her to leave." All right, you've had bitch. I would say if the colour was similar, yeah, but people, yeah, that stuff. It all comes down to what Nintendo are going for now, and I don't know, Right. I think it's time for the ultimate expansion. This is where we're eventually going to get to, by the way. I've carried on watching it. I haven't watched the 4th part yet. I've watched the 3rd part. It's just fantastic. The thing is I'm even sitting there just going, I might have to just subscribe to Andy's channel now just because he's just typo. And he's just awesome to watch. I forgot to bring my other stuff down. How you doing, Vengeance? Welcome to the stream. Right, we're now going to be clocking. It's going to be clocking, man. Clocking. No, I'm not going to touch the gold for like the whole stream. Like for the next like 2.5 hours, 3 hours maybe. I'm not going to touch it. We're just going to mount it up and just go for it. Same with gems. I'm not touching any of these until we're ready to go, until right near the end. You could put a drill at the end of the conveyor belt too. No, I'm going to put a pressure pipe there. So my plan, because I planned it, my plan is here, right? There's going to be another pressure thing here, so that side keeps being pressured, basically, because this obviously is going to get longer and longer. I mean, I could even close the gap on this. I just need to take out these couple of squares. Someone's still up. And he's probably been messing around then. Mary. Right, so if I aim this down, I'm gonna cross. Oh no, because I blocked myself off then. Played the Orebound demo today after watching you play it yesterday, and download. Yeah, there's a lot. So yeah, I played most of it without the enemies, just to have a look around the land and see how things work and so on and so forth. Actually playing it with the enemies on, it was all right. You know, little kind of goblins trying to kill me and everything. I was all right with that. It's okay, but yeah, it's definitely got some. It's definitely got some general scope on it. It's massive. It's ridiculous. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the automation of it, because there is conveyor belts, there is like guns and turrets and all the other stuff you're going to have with this game. So yeah, I'm looking into it. I also like the idea of actually building mines as well, like properly putting like wood planks out and stairs and everything else, because just the sheer depth of the levels, it's massive. So, you know, pit mining as a dwarf is going to be pretty cool, I think. Building like massive chimneys of like cutting outs and stuff, that'll be alright. Obviously I want to do it properly. I want to do like actual like mine bracing, so putting like wood planks up and stuff would be something I want to look into, but that's because that's the sort of detail I want to put into my mine. You know, if I'm going to dig out a massive area, I'm going to put up some wood pillars and stuff, you know, make it look cool. See, I found with watching the Asian Andy videos with the crazy lady, if you watch it through the eyes of like Asmongold, it's just easier to watch, because you got him commentating as well, which breaks the video up. It makes it more funny. It's just good. Fif 55. Look at it go. Yeah, he does that because he's a twonk.
Oh, I know. That's why I was getting the life out of you.
My name's Logan, and welcome to Jackass. So the main plan for this is how I used to set up my drills in the version 1. So all the stuff at the back. So what you would do from here is I'm gonna have to bring these down to here, right? And they're going to point up and then T-pipe into the back of each one. So there's going to be obviously this one here and then this one here. So the T-pipe would be sitting between these and then between both of these. So that's how I plan to do it, and then it comes down to having to actually wait until I've got enough to do it. But don't worry, we'll get there eventually. That's just how it's going to be set up. Why can I smell Chinese?
Someone's eating it.
Buggers. It's not fair. It's not fair. We 64. Guess what, Promethean? We're going to get another drill. See, it's taking less and less time. To a point now, I'll probably have to do it like every 2 or 3 times. But if I can get the first 20 through, we're good. I might keep that link there for a second though. I got an idea. Maybe. We might need a few more of these. So the plan is if I need to keep that in there for a little bit, just until I get to the end of this, I might stick a T-pipe here. And go from there. So if we put a T-pipe in here, and then this will be the last 2 drills I put in, because if we can complete the circle first, then we can cut this off and then put the drills in. Yeah. So I might have to go to the shop and go and get some more pipes. Just T-pipes, mainly. Well, okay, a couple of straights as well. Yeah, just a 1 or 2. I can get +1 for the original. All good. I'm tempted to take the ore from the sorting rack and using that to give... No. You just do... If you want to get like an even number, you just have to math it out with a saw mainly. Or get yourself an actual saw. The logic saw. Clarion's a pain in the ass to come for. It's one of the rarest elements in the game. It's actually, I think it is the rarest. I mean, I get more onyx than I do Clarion sometimes. Wow, it's worth more at least. I don't need one of those. Oh, also, if anybody says that any of my behaviour is a red flag, I now have an actual red flag for those people. Look, I don't care. It's a red flag, and so yeah, bugger off. It's that simple. If you don't like me for any reason, or you don't care about whatever I think, I could care less. Maybe I'll think about it, see how things go. But yeah, I have a red flag now. So if any of my opinions offend you, I'll wave my little red flag for you. All right? Even though the red flag is a sign of hostility. But there you go. I say get 20 of them and do a 10-minute test. And yeah, I suppose could do. I just came back from dinner. I ate steak. It was really good. Oh, steak. Steak. We like steak. We're red-blooded carnivores over here. We like steak. I mean, if you're a vegetarian, that's fine. If you're a vegan, that's fine. I just like steak. I like bacon. I like sausages. I like burgers. I like steak. I'm also Terry Tibbs, and I really like hot meat. We love meat. I bet you do. Oh, that's what she said. Oh. See, two can play that game. Yeah. Yeah. That's what she said. Oh. Why do you organise your pipes? Because there are chemical imbalances in my brain that say if I don't do it, the world's going to explode. It's pretty much that simple. The thing is, I live in organised chaos. I know where everything is, it's just a little bit messy, right? And then I have kids that basically accentuates it. So in video games, I like to be a little bit neater than real life because it's a place where my kids can't get and they can't mess it up. I mean, it's not all like 100% straight, but yeah, it's all sorted out and ready to go. Also, it's good as an inventory test. So if you know how much, if you've stacked it up right, and you've only got like 2 pipes left, you can see that, which means you know how many times you've got to like mess around and stuff before you need to go and get some more stuff. So it's only, yeah, it's partially because of my brain's like, you need to do this or something bad's going to happen, or it's a nice way to inventory your stuff and be like, okay, I need this, 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 and this, and I've got like all of this stuff as well. And as you can stack it in like groups of 4, so if I run out, it's all good. Hi, morning, 3 AM here. What about cart? I have a cart. Yes, it's there. It's a sled. How many kids do I have? I have 2, and it's like looking after 4. Yes. Oh, 101. Guess what, Promethean? We're going for another drive. Let's go. Hey, hey, are you ready to play? We're gonna make another drill. It's getting faster. Is the DLC worth it? Okay, did you like the original Hydroneer? If the answer is yes, yes, the DLC is worth it. If the answer is no, then don't buy the DLC. It's very simple. That's how I've sold it to people. Like, if you enjoy playing Hydroneer, play more Hydroneer. If you don't like it, then don't play it. It's fine. No one's got a gun to your head. No one's telling you to enjoy something you don't like. But if you really did like the first game and you want to play more, then the DLC is there for you. I can't really see a mod of the base game with the drill upgrades with the tiered system still there. I don't know. I don't think the people are building anything for the game anymore. I think the mods have basically stopped. I don't know. I haven't really spoken to any people in the Discord for a couple of months now because the game's basically finished and there's no real reason to like hang around, because once like everything's out there, like all the information, everything else, no one really bothers talking anymore. You know, there's a few people, but not many. Are there still drill upgrades? Sort of, yes. There are 2 drill upgrades. So you've got the little drills, which are the ones I'm currently running, or the heavy drills, which you need a hauler to be able to haul around and move. And that's basically it. Now, you do need to buy certain things and do certain things in order to do all that stuff. I have got an entire series built upon that. If you have any questions, there is that. Or I'm here now, you can actually ask. Well, you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, now's the best time to mod. Maybe. I mean, as the game's basically finished support, yeah, I would agree, but I don't know who's modding. I don't know any of the people that are there anymore. Not really. The thing with being in the community for 4 years, I knew certain people almost like on a daily basis. And now because the game is finished, most of those people have just moved on. What's the bar on the top left of the screen? That's a donation bar. In the description box below, there is a little thing that you can donate to me. That's if you fancy supporting me as a streamer and a creator and a part-time content maker. And basically that money is going towards the things that I need for this YouTube thing. Now, the reason why is because this channel alone doesn't make 100%. It doesn't make lots and lots of money like everyone thinks. So in order for me to like afford stuff, sometimes I crowdfund, and if people are nice enough and they want to, then the idea is to, you know, to help me out. If you don't, then that's fine. I'm not holding a gun to people's heads. I'm not telling you that you have to do it. It's there as a just in case you feel like supporting me, because this is basically it. And when all those people go, "Where he earns loads and loads of money," I really don't. You know, I don't earn thousands and thousands. If I earned thousands and thousands of pounds a month doing this, I wouldn't ever ask for help. You know, but I do, because I don't earn thousands and thousands of pounds a month. I would say that's probably the biggest misconception of being a YouTuber. Until you're a certain level and bringing in enough views, I would say the money side of things is what people don't truly understand, because they don't see it from a creator point of view, which is a shame. You know, I mean, I would wish that more people in this space would be more transparent with what they earn, but I can understand it if people get defensive that they earn like 40 grand a month, because no one really wants to see like someone like flex like that. I earn 100 grand because I made videos. But from my point of view, it's best to be transparent with people, because I'm a little YouTuber. I'm not a big name, so I don't earn like those guys. I mean, I could sell my soul to the YouTube gods, and Neil could be my like sugar daddy, who's the guy that runs YouTube. He's the CEO, and I could make content to get like 14-year-old kids watching YouTube videos constantly and making more money, but I choose not to. I could though. It's not difficult. Well, it is, but the idea is you basically make faceless content and just act stupid. If you don't believe me, go and check out Jelly, Project Jamesify, Craner, and all the other people that make a shed ton of money from kids watching their videos. All you have to do is act like a dumbass with the like mental capacity of a 5-year-old, and you'll be fine. But yeah, the bar is basically I need a new chair because this one's getting like buggered up, and because I'm going to the gym, I'm extending myself, which I don't fit in this chair properly anymore, which is a bit of a bugger. My microphone is about 4 or 5 years old. I need something new now, and as technology's moved on, I know sort of what I want, and I should be okay. It's the same with my camera. My camera I've had since I started this channel. And yeah, it just needs updating now. So that's basically what it's all for. And in the great words of Tesco's, every little helps. So, I think that's still their slogan. They may have changed it by now. But yeah, I don't do it as a means of like begging. Have you turned on the newest drill? No, because I haven't connected it yet, because I need to turn this into a T-pipe. And then I'm building up around. I'm building the circle out first before I do, because it's easier to replace it all as I go round. So, give me a minute. So that needs to be replaced as a T-pipe as well. I'll chuck that one up as a T-pipe for now, because I haven't got a spare one of those. Will there be any new Hydro updates? I very much doubt it, personally, because the game's basically finished. Max has said that he's finished the game. He did say never rule it out, but if he does, then it wouldn't be until maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, because he's building a new game. So him and the studio are now building on something different. No one knows what it is. I got added into a Discord and it was like, yeah, we're building a new game. Cool. There you go. I would say only if bug fixes, not much. No, as bug fixes, there's not even many of those. I mean, most of the bugs were squished in the last load of testing we went through. So, yeah, I mean, the game works, in fairness, I would say the best it's ever been. After, as said, after 4 years of, like, labouring through this game, it's the best it's ever been. And this is going to stay here for now because it's the shorter route for the lava to power. But when that route comes out, I'm going to put a thing up there to keep all the lava in. Will you post Hydroneer after this? After I finish this $100 million? Nope. I'm actually... So the main reason why I'm doing this is... I've always been one of those people, if I put loads and loads of time into something really, really fast, I tend to just give up playing it after a while. Hydroneer I've never had that problem with, so that's why I set myself a goal of 100 million coin. But I don't see the point in me playing anymore after this, because there's nothing else for me to do. I've earned everything that I can. I've played the game so many times, it's like, I don't even understand how I'm still playing it at this point. And I feel like it's time to move on. You know, it's been 4 years. And there's another game coming out called Orebound, which looks bloody amazing. I did a first impressions of it yesterday. There's other games out there, and I want to move on from this sort of thing. So if something like this does come up again, like, you know, this game's coming out, it's got no guide, and I reckon I can capitalize on it because no one's stupid enough to do a guide for it and no one's stupid enough to put that much time into it, then I'd probably be creating a new channel based on that. Because if I'm going to be brutally honest, Hydroneer has been really good for the channel, but at the same time it's been really bad for the channel. And that comes from a creator standpoint. Most people who subscribe to this channel are because of this game, right? I'm not disputing that at all. But do most people who are subscribed to this channel watch any of my other content? A very small percentage do. So all those people that subscribed going, oh yeah, I'll do this and this, they all came for Hydroneer. And I don't blame them for not watching my other stuff, but that's what I mean. It's like it's a good thing and it's a curse at the same time, because the time I put into Hydroneer was like the love and the pride of the game, and I enjoyed it, and that's why I covered it so much. But at the same time, I do play other things, and most of those things don't get as much support than this game did. So yeah, it's basically a double-edged sword. So that's why I figured whenever Hydroneer finished, it would be the last time I played it, and now this is the last time I'm playing it. And if anything else like this came out again, I was like, you know what, I'm going to dedicate the next 4 years of my life to this, then I'll do it on a different channel. because the natural growth comes different from like forced growth, and forced growth is like focusing on one thing rather than doing everything else. But yeah, that again, that comes from a creator point of view, from a YouTuber. If you've got a never-ending topic that will never ever finish, let's say like Minecraft. Minecraft is a never-ending topic. It's always going to have something different, different mods, different this, different experience, different, and there's just, it's an endless supply of content. You'd be fine as a Minecrafter for like 15, 20 years. But when it comes down to something like this, it's a very small lifespan. So I hope that makes sense, you know. Oh. The only way is up, baby. I'm gonna be honest, I've really enjoyed playing the trading card game simulator. Like, loads of people are watching that. It's all good. I'm only making loads of videos about it because number one, it's popular right now, and I really enjoy playing it. If it was anything else, I'd just carry on. It's like I've got a couple of games to play over the next few days, but I want to do like a mass bulk content of like one game for a bit, and then I want to play other things at the same time. I'm still waiting for a Mon Bazoo update, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. There's a car for sale simulator update coming out next month. I'll be playing that. We're going to be starting a whole brand new car lot. It's going to be awesome. Watch your machine that smacks down in front of you. This is for Hardstone. So Hardstone is it's one of the new elements for the DLC. So you had two new elements. You had Hardstone and you had Diamond, which is in this box here, which is this element here. And they were two new elements that got added to the game. Basically, you need us to build certain things in the game. It's the DLC is a little bit different from the base game. If you want to rebuild the city, like putting in the shops, you need Hardstone. If you want to build some of the ore wells, you need Hardstone to build them. They're building bricks, basically. So you get a certain amount of that, and then you can flog it off or use it as an element. It's fine. For me, I'm going to get to 100,000 stone, and then I'm going to sell it. Could we get a centralizer? No. We don't need one. We're okay. 98. What's a centralizer? It's a little. If you go to a conveyor belt store in the base game and on this one, it's a little bar with two little triangles. It basically brings everything into like the center of the base, into the center of the belt. Originally, it was invented for the game because of mass production, and as we were screwing up the conveyor belts where things used to roll off the edges, the centralizer brought everything into the middle of the belt so it didn't roll off the edge or get stuck in bits and pieces. So it was quite handy to have. But nowadays, because of the way Max designed the harvesters and stuff, everything's pretty central now. It's quite nice. But earlier on, like before, the harvester used to spit. So it used to have like 3 or 4 channels, and it used to just toss things out left, right and centre. And then you were like, well, there's loads of lag because there's loads of stuff on a conveyor belt. Alright, so if we centralise it all, you won't get as many problems, and that's why it was invented. There is a nice bit of kit to start with, and then sort of not really needed anymore. Yeah, we got enough for anything. We're going to go for another drill. Oh, you're going to love me after this, aren't you? Alright, we'll take that. How much is on here? 8,000. We can build like 16 drills off that bar. So you know what? We'll keep using it. We're just going to keep getting clouting. 3D Plastic Fancy, how you doing, bud? Do you still make videos? I haven't asked you about your content for a while. Oh, actually, before I get... You're trying to get 1 million coins in base game. Just grind it out. I can't remember how fast how fast I do 1 million coins to start with. I can't even remember. I think it was like 8 hours. I think I did it fast. I don't know, but I had like 20 odd drills running in the first area. But that was a long time ago. I haven't done the 1 million drill for a while. I haven't done 1 million coins for a long time. Not like that fast. I think the actual the record for it is 53 minutes. Yeah. Have you opened the second tier store? No. I'm not going to. Don't need to. All I need to do is outdo the game by just putting in more drills. And then I need to get to 100 million. All I have to do is literally have enough drills to be drilling that much money. That's it. So you don't need tier 2, you just need a lot of drills. I mean, you could go tier 2, but that means you have to go and work for people, you have to go and do stuff, you have to... I'd rather not. Quite happy just building stuff. Quite happy just owning a mine, if I'm going to be honest. No need core stone? Nope, don't need core stone. Why do I need core stone if I'm just aiming for money? And if I'm only aiming for like tier 1 like the tier 1 drills, which is all I'm using, why do I need core stone? Basically, the idea is to win the game by numbers and not by tier. Because if I was doing it by tier, I might as well go and get the hauler. I'll go and get the plans for like the big drill. I'll just mess around. I'll basically just play the game again at that point. I just want to get to 100 million and then I'm done. And I would say, me personally, having to work for people to unlock the tier 2 store and then having to do stuff to go and get the tier 2 store, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of effort and I can't be bothered. I want a simple life. Simple. Yeah, it's basically... I'm just using this as a real way to just like playing the game, enjoying it and just hanging out, you know? I don't get to do this a lot. I would say, well, I know it sounds weird, but I would say one of the most loneliest jobs, if you're not used to being on your Todd a lot or you're not used to talking to a lot of people, one of the most loneliest jobs is actually doing YouTube. Unless you've got like a family around you, like I've got my wife here, I've got my kids, they divert my time and it keeps me balanced, which is quite nice. But if you're on your own and you're a YouTuber, chances are you don't really have a social life. You don't talk to anybody. It's kind of lonely. So live streaming is a really good way to like balance it out. You're able to talk about whatever you want. You've got people there and you may not like share the same opinions, but at least they're there listening and they're having a chat with you. Hadsfun, how you doing, sir? I'm doing all good. I'm chilling tonight. I'm doing okay. And I got asked a really tough question today. Why didn't Fallout fail where the Acolyte did? And I went, because Fallout was slightly written better. And people like even though Fallout people didn't like it, they didn't like it as hard as not liking the Acolyte. And it was genuinely just more well received. And it stayed truer to the lore than it did like the Acolyte did for Star Wars. It was a good little question. I enjoyed that one. And if I could reach through the screen and punch somebody today, I would have. Bosh, mate. Yeah, so tomorrow's job is I gotta put some time into gas station sim because I want to get to level 50, and I've got to do some other things as well on TCG. If I don't stream tomorrow, it's probably because I'm basically just making videos. I should stream, but I honestly sitting here just going, you know, I could just carry on and genuinely just get through this and be happy, because I've got to make enough videos to get me through next week. I should be okay. And I got to buy a ukulele. I sort of figured the best way to make to help my kid learn, because they're doing like this whole like music like initiative at primary school now. And every kid in like year 4 has been given a ukulele, right? Now, my child, he enjoys reading, he enjoys doing other things, but he's not like musically adept when it comes to instruments. He's a bit like me, and because they've all been given a ukulele to learn, and I'm sitting there just going, I might have to do it myself. So I looked at one of the lessons today. It was like basic chords, and I was trying to play his one. I've got fat fingers, so a ukulele is not very easy for like big fat me. But I was like, you know what? If I bought one, maybe it would help him. So I might start learning the ukulele with him. I think it'll be all right. It'll be like a nice like building exercise with my kid as well. Actually, I need this. We need this. So at some point, I might be able to play like a really cool song on the ukulele. Maybe. We'll see how things go. But they're not very expensive, are they? I mean, there's a couple on there for like 100, 120, 130. I did even see a Flying V one. I was like, that'd be cool. A Flying V ukulele. Like, Dimebag Darrell would be proud of me. But I always figured like the ukulele for me is more, because it's only got 4 strings. I'm like, it's a bit like playing bass. Now, I've never played bass before, but because it's only got 4 strings, is it because like the chords are going to be simpler because it's on a 4-string instrument instead of 6-string or 7-string? Hybridsteel music channel confirmed? No, I wouldn't do it as a music channel. I think that would be really, really painful. Do I play guitar? No. I'm more vocals. So I was in over my time. So between the ages of like 19 to 35, I was in 3 different bands. One recording of a song. We did 6 or 7 tracks actually on for audio, but not like anything else. What do I play? I shout and scream and sing. That sort of thing. Dark Dragon, how you doing? Nothing but black metal. No, false. I can sing along to Limp Bizkit. Can do rap. To a point. But no, instruments, I'm stupid, right? So I can't, my brain doesn't really let me learn stuff. I can't do foreign languages. I've tried 6 or 7 different ones and I just gave up on everything. When it came down to instruments, I've never had enough money to buy an instrument. Never. Like, guitars are quite expensive, drum kits are really big and bulky and expensive, bass guitars are really expensive, a microphone's very cheap in comparison. So yeah, being a vocalist was a lot easier. It's a lot more strain on the voice, and it does suck sometimes, especially if you get a cold. You know, you could be out for a week if you get a cold because your throat's fucked. But yeah, that's what I used to do. I'll drop a link. Let me go and find this video again, because yeah, if I could spell, it would be easy. YouTube.com. Backstory Mel. I really should subscribe to the old channel. I'll have to find it again. It'll be in my history, but maybe like ages ago. Oh, I'm gonna be going back through like a week of history of YouTube. That'll be good. There's a lot of Linus on here. Jimmy Carr, a little bit of Asmongold. How long ago did I watch all this? I would say the worst part is, right, I've watched, going back all this is on the 12th of September, I'm back here and I'm like, when did I actually watch that video? Oh no, I don't think I did. I think I did it through the actual channel itself. Bums. Tell that to Freddie Mercury couldn't sing a bad note. Yeah, but singing bad notes is different. Put 2 air fresheners and 0 get through. Right. Oh man, I can't remember what I called the song now. Damn it. I'll tell you what, that's doing me head in. Seriously? I was going to say that's not right. I've found one of my old bands. It said there were 1,000 like subscribers. I'm like, well, there's no way that's 1,000 subscribers. No, it's got like 5 subscribers, and they're all like the old people from the band. Oh, no, I can't find it. That sucks. What I'll do is I'll have to try and find it another day. I've got the song on here. Right. Live chat. But no, so some of the bands I really like to sing, like, I would say I like to sing along to now. Bit of Lamb of God, Devil Driver, Cold Chamber, Hatebreed, definitely. Anything that's really just aggressive, really now. Quite happy with. 129. Promethean, we're going for another one. It's going to be like the Dudleys all over again, by the way. Devon, get the table. But yeah, one thing I really enjoyed, well, one thing I liked about being a vocalist was learning how to sort of control your throat and your diaphragm, because, I mean, obviously with like guitars and everything, it takes a lot of skill to learn. When it comes to vocalists, it's the skill of like controlling certain muscles, But apart from that, yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. The thing is, I would say like vocals are quite difficult to like master because of just like having to actually do stuff. There's a Jared Dines video. There's a couple of them, and he goes out on the town. He's like, hey, you know, can you do a metal scream? And you'll get some people go, yeah, sure, I can do it, and it doesn't sound very good. Or you get some people who have been like doing it for a while, and they carry on. And then they're like, oh, so how long have you been doing this for? It's like 15 years. It's like, yeah, because it takes a little while to learn how to control your voice. Like learning guitar or anything, it takes time. You could probably tell by the name, Faceless Guitarist. Yeah, that's cool, man. What sort of music do you play, or do you just play everything? You play metal. All good. Or I like to play metal. Fine. That's cool, man. I got a bigger runway. I pop into this game every now and then. Yeah, I do this. I'm doing this every Saturday until I hit 100 million, and I'm done. But the people I play with don't, so I play pretty much of it. That's fine. Have you ever felt about just trying to find a metal band to play with, or are you just happy in what you do? Or do you just use it as a way of outletting? So you do your normal stuff with the band that you're in, and then when you go home, it's like, I really need something heavier, and you just drift away for a bit and just riff it out. I'm a big fan of stoner metal. Like I like the just like the mellowness of it. At the same time, it's more just like grungy. So sort of like if you mix Pantera with Nirvana. So you get like the vocals of like Kurt Cobain with the heaviness of Pantera. That's the sort of stuff that I actually really enjoy, like that, like groove metal. Groove and stoner are like, I would say, my favourites. Then I'm a massive fan of Evil Disco, if you know that band, because there's only one band that ever labelled themselves as Evil Disco. But my favourite of all time would be like just new metal in general. I grew up in that. When I say grown up, from like the age of like 14 upwards, it was new metal. And I've never grown out of it. Even though people don't, a lot of people don't like it. I find it quite fun. But I haven't got the DLC. DLC, it's alright. It's not massively expensive, and it's pretty much Hydroneer more. It's like Hydroneer Plus. Works a little bit different from the base game, but at the same time, still very familiar. I haven't posted for a while. Don't rush, unless you really want to. Right, need another teapot. We're chugging away. It is becoming a lot quicker now that we're just grinding out the drills now. Right, need my right. Let's get inside. Turn it on. There we go, all clean. Don't worry, they're clean now. So there should be about 29 ounces of cloutium. Yeah. Skadoosh. 58. So a couple of minutes ago, that was only 11,000. So it's going up. It's all good. We're nearly at 20 drills. Nearly. We'll have at least 20 drills by the end of the stream. It'll be fine. And then we have to try and figure out a way of like changing this up. So the main reason for it is when I want to build the second row, which will be here, this is going to have to be lowered down. So from here it's going to have to go down onto the floor and then run straight down the middle with a T-pipe either side. I like you play the game, I like you play then play myself. Okay. It's alright. Do do do. I think that's the other thing that a lot of people, I think when it comes to it, people aren't thinking like, oh, you need like all these millions of drills to be able to do what you're doing. It's like, no, you just need to be able to build really big equipment. So that's what I'm going for. How big are the orbits? Around 3.5 pounds per orbit. So not massive, but they're big enough if you get like enough of them. 76 pounds, so. The only way I could tell you is we'll let one drop on the floor. So there's your average bit of cloutium. About 3 pounds. What was your band called? One of them, we didn't have a name. So the YouTube listing was called Black Story Metal. Just because I couldn't think of a name. I was like, oh, Backstory. That might be the reason why I couldn't think of it. It's called Backstory Metal. One of them was called Rage of Silence. And I can't remember the other one because I was young. Jaws of Life. Filters. Well, it was a video. Under 4 minutes. I had an audition for a band called All the Above as well. They're a local band, but it's the reason I never went in for it because of the medication that I'm on for like my migraines and stuff. It creates like little black holes. So the day that I'll be taking the medication, I won't remember much of the conversation that happens that day, and then sometimes it messes with like memories. So whilst I was trying to learn tracks for this band. Because I know the guitarist that was for Backstory, he was like, yeah, dude, you know, we'll put together this band. That was the band, and he was in a band called All the Above anyway. And he was like, if you can learn a couple of these tracks, then we'll chuck you in. Because he was just like, look, here's an olive branch. Get into an established band and be happy. I was like, okay, cool. But every time I tried to learn a song, I'd have it on my MP3 player, I'd have everything. I'd just play it constantly, over and over again, like 4 or 5 tracks, and nothing was sticking. And at that point, that's when I was like, I'm actually having a problem. and it sucked because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed their music. They're like a stoner band. That was cool, but no, I couldn't remember any of their lyrics. Every time I listened to it, I would sit here and listen, and then try and recite it. The only way I could sing along to their songs was to have them playing with me at the same time. And then as soon as I turned it off, and I was like, oh, I've got to try and remember this, I couldn't. So, yeah, I think the medication I'm on is affecting my mind a little bit. It's not so much as like I'm forgetting my name and everything else, but it's like when I do take this medication, I can't remember bits of that day. It just creates little patches. I think it's started to affect that, so I might have to go and talk to the doctor about it. But it's not really affecting me like on a day-to-day basis. It's like just I can't pick things up like I used to. I think it's just because I'm getting old as well. So it's all fun and games. 1:33. You know what? We'll wait for 2. But yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, they were called All the Above. Good little local band. Really enjoy them. They're cool. And then, yeah, Rage of Silence was my main one that I was in for a couple of years. We went through 7 drummers. It was amazing. I've never ever seen it before. Like one of our drummers, he was getting old anyway. He was like, no, I'm just going to give up. One of our drummers became a university professor. He used to study quantum physics. It was amazing. Then one of my drummers was like, he was in 6 other bands. Another guy was called Trevor Phillips. He was like he wasn't so much as retired. He was young, but he had kids and everything else. And then he tried to make room for us, and then he just couldn't. I was like, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, no, because you said that. Huh. We have 133 pounds of clout. Let's go. It gives me something to do, man. Where are you in game? I'm here. I've got nothing to do between times. It's like this is like the only thing I can do between times. Like just go and drive up, build another drill, come back. That's all right. It's not like it's like a bad thing. A game out there that I would like to watch play. Oh, that's okay, man. So, I mean, I suppose what I could do if I really wanted to continue on like the music world and just like make music, would be to basically buy something like a drum loop studio, but for like guitaring and like, you know, like GarageBand, I suppose. And then it doesn't cost fuel, it's lava. It's fine. I suppose I could make my own independent music at home, which is something I could do. But at the end of the day, it's like, what would be the sole point anymore? I think it would be just down to like a thing of like habit. But at the same time, I'd be like, well, you know, number one, what would I get out of it? And number two, have I got enough time to do it? I'd have to sit here and produce the tracks myself and do this myself, and that can take time. And if you're not focused on it 100% of the time, then ultimately it might not go anywhere or do anything. But then the other side of it is that I wouldn't really remember anything that I'd be writing down. So I'd write it down, sing it, put it onto a track, and then I would just be an online artist for my entire life. I mean, it could make an extra couple of quid, like Tom McDonald does. At least then I'd have like 100% of the creation like type over the whole thing. I'll have to see. What is my favourite plot in the base game? I was always down at the one next to Bridgeport. The really expensive plot of land. Okay. It's because I'm on this version, I can't just go and look at it anymore. South Oak, that's the one. Yeah. I was always at South Oak. I have a really hard question. If you dig the lowest point of South Hope and take... No, it doesn't work. No. Basically what happens is, if you remove dirt from the bottom layer and put it at the top, it turns into the top layer of dirt. So it's pointless. The only way, and it is the only way to harvest dirt from tier 3 and bring it up to the surface is to run it on a conveyor belt all the way to the top. And then the problem with that is lag. So it's always best to build a sorting machine on each tier. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, have your own sorting areas. It quits on lag a lot, very quickly as well. I think I can hear thunder. Yeah, man, that myth is still going because there are old videos that resurface from like creators who used to do it, who used to believe it. I think it was like a couple of years ago. I think we found the source, and it was like Dre or one of the bigger creators. I can't remember who, but it was a bigger creator. And they're just like, "Hey, I'm going to take the dirt from the bottom and put it on the top because I'll get this." Like, that doesn't work. I can hear thunder. We might have a storm. Give me a sec, because I'm going to actually find out where the storm is. I have a storm chaser. Real-time lightning. Let's see where it is. I can sense. It is. It's just down the road. So there's a storm going over about 10 miles away from me. I thought there's this website. It was like a lightning finder, and literally you can find any bolt of lightning around the entire world. It's amazing. So if I can hear thunder in the background, that means there's a storm nearby. So if you go boom, we know why. If I disappear, this means that basically lightning has struck a power station or something. Most of the time, like, storms don't really affect me. They never used to either. I know the whole thing that, years ago it used to be like if you got struck by lightning, then, you could lose all your electrics and so on and so forth, and I get it. But nowadays, it's actually not as bad as it used to be. I think we're still living with the fear, though, that we are going to lose everything. It's like everyone shuts their windows when a storm goes over. It's like, well, the only reason why I do that is because of the rain. Ooh. It's literally like 10 miles away. Anyone got the Discord link? It should be in the description box below. Oh, what? Are you to my Discord or to the Hydroneer Discord? Because if you want the Hydroneer Discord, you have to go to Foulball Hangover's YouTube channel. Also, I mean, my Discord's like the world's quietest place in the world. I'm building a mine in South Hope right now. Yeah. South Hope. Let's go and turn on my new drill. The Hydroneer one. Yeah, so go to Foulball Hangover's YouTube channel, and it'll be in the description box there. Just look for those guys on YouTube, and you'll find Max's YouTube channel. Rubbish. My sister and I sat on a hill, and there was a place I watched a storm half a mile away. Yeah, I used to do it. Years and years ago, when I used to live a little bit closer to the sea, and it was if there was a storm rolling through, on like, because when I used to live alone, I used to have a lot more free time. So what I would do is like I'd finish work at like 9:30, 10, and if I was like wasn't going out that day, I'd actually go down to like Hastings down on the south coast, and I'd go for a walk along the seafront. And if there was a storm and stuff, I used to just stand in the doorway of the arcades. I used to just watch the lightning go across the over the sea. Like, it was just a cheap night out for me, because I was like, I'm bored. Sometimes I just didn't want to go out with the people I worked with, so I just went out for walks. And Hastings was just down the road from me, so I used to just go down there. And it was always nice. It was always nice just to get out and go for a wander. From where we live, it's really strange, because I've watched storms stop where I live, and they start on the other side of me. And we've watched them go round. Like, I've sat on the doorstep 2 miles away, there's like lightning bolts and everything flashing off, and they'll just go round the village I live in, and then they carry on. And you can watch it on the map. You can watch it actually physically bend round where I live. It's stupid. It's a really strange place to live. Sounds like tornadoes around me every time they get within range of my area. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? There are just places in the world that just don't get as much activity. Where I live being one of them, it's hilarious. I hope this brings rain, because it's stuffy. 125 kilos. Or 125 pounds. So yeah, if I do disappear, it's because I had a power cut, basically. Do you want to turn Alexa off now? Yeah. I can't wait for winter. I'm a wintry person as well. I like everything but summer. Summer for me is like, when it gets over 25 degrees, I don't like it anymore. I can't stand it. It's too uncomfortable. Oh no, I can talk about heat as much as I like. Like, living in the UK, it's just sweaty and tropical. It's disgusting during the summer. Like, you beat us hands down when it comes to temperatures. Don't get me wrong, Australia is just toasty warm all the time, apart from winter when you don't like it. But for like people in the UK, when it gets too hot, it's just sticky and no aircon. And it's just not nice. But I'm not saying that Australia don't have it hard. Like, when it gets too hot, I mean, you guys get to like 50 degrees in like the north. But yeah, for the UK, like, to put it, the reason why the British complain about like the heat and everything else in this country, most people complain about the rain, but that's because they're just, well, they don't like water. It's fine, even though you need water to live. That's why I've got no complaints over rain, unless it's like typhoon territory in flipping China. But the reason why the British complain about weather is because the average day in the UK is 19 degrees. That's the average. So when it's too hot, like 25, 26, yes, that's only like that's only a 6-degree increase, but we get really sticky summers. We're surrounded by water. It's crap, and nobody likes it. So for us, we live on a first floor flat, so we're upstairs, right? So when it's 27 degrees during the day, our flat will be like 28, 29 because we're in direct sunlight, and we keep the heat. And then it'll be like, 27 degrees at night with no aircon, and it's disgusting. That's the reason why people complain in the UK about our weather, because we're not used to it. And it's, give me a second, I'm going to shut my window. Because the water comes when it rains here, it comes up and it comes into our windows. So that's the reason why people complain about the summers in the UK, because it's just sticky, right? It's just not very comfortable. And then, like 2 weeks later, you could be sitting in like 15 degrees. And this is what people complain about in the UK, because it changes very, very quickly. You've never got enough time to really get used to it. Our summer this year, though, like where I live, the average temperature was like 24 degrees for like 3 months, which is unheard of. Like the UK summer, it never lasts this long. But 60 miles up the road from where I live, it was like 18 degrees because it was cooler where they were. So it's a very, very strange place to be. That's it. That's the reason why people complain about the UK's like weather change. It's because we don't have like consistency. It's never like 3-4 months of like nice weather followed by 2 months of snow and this that. It just changes, and it's that's where people don't like. Actually, do you want to do our bedroom window? Because that's getting closer now. But yeah, that's the main gripe of the UK. And the reason why it always seems like we're obsessed by the weather is because nothing else really happens in the UK unless you want to talk about politics. And then most people don't want to have that conversation, so they just don't. They just talk about, oh, it's going to be a nice day. To put it into perspective, I had a chat with Jehovah's Witnesses the other day. They came round, knocked on my door, and they wanted to talk to me about God, and I went, no, I'm okay. And then the one thing they did say was, we've just come around really to talk to our neighbours to make sure they're all alright. I said, well, I mean, I'm alright, but I don't know about you guys, because you're in the older group which have had your benefits cut. And then we actually had a conversation with Jehovah's Witnesses about politics, which is very obscure. It's never happened to me before. So, yeah, it's different. But I'm not one of the right people to be talking to about religion. Hey, Mr. Gaming, how you doing? It kind of sounds like Michigan in the U. Yeah, so I mean, that's sort of like the more north side of the US, isn't it? So we've got a friend who lives in like the Boston area, and she says that her weather's very similar to what we have. It's very sort of, it changes a little bit. It changes enough, let's put it that way. So yeah, we're online. So if you draw a line around the Earth, like we're in line with like the top half of America when it comes to like weather changing. We don't get it as cold as you guys, like because you guys are like attached to Canada. You get their weather quite badly. For us, we get I mean, when you guys are like minus 30, we're at minus like 3. You know, the coldest I've seen over the last like 30 years probably has been like minus 15, minus 16. And that was in Wales. Good, thanks. Glad the yellow warning of thunderstorms are over. Oh, you're lucky. We were having it now. Southeast, baby. We're having it right this second. There's a storm going over my head like right now. It's cool. It's cooled down a bit as well already. I've already felt like a little bit of a drop. I'm like, I'm happy now. I don't feel as stuffed up. I need to cut that up. Southwest, yeah, so it's moved from you guys. Like, my brother was talking about this yesterday, that he was going to get a storm today. It's like, yeah, it'll hit me by the evening. Adds to the fun though, man. And there we go. Right. I think we're going to be able to take one. I did see some clattering on the run, so we should be alright. Right, we're getting 2 drills now, Promethean. Yeah, dude. Ah! Need that. Let's go and get 2 more drills. Yeah, I stay in the hallway for in my flat because I have astrophobia. Is that the fear of lightning storms and stuff? Kerry's got the same thing. I don't know what it's called though. Fear of thunder and lightning. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kerry's got the same thing. She doesn't like it. We had one. We had a storm the other day, and it woke me. The rain woke me up. It wasn't the actual thunder or lightning. The rain woke me up. I was like, oh, it's raining. Okay, I got to shut the windows. So there's me walking around with like bleary eyed. I'm like, I lay down in the bed. All I heard was, like straight over the top of my head. I'm like, whoa! It's like really close. Like just over. It was like right over over the flat. And whilst it was going on, I just fell asleep. I'm like, I'm done. I'm too tired for this shit. Normally, I like just laying there and watching them just because I like storms. But yeah, I was so tired that I couldn't even stay up. I just went to bed, and it was right over the top. And I was like, nah, I'm just done. I don't care. I call my state bipolar because sometimes we don't know what's going. Yeah, same. Like the UK, I would say, yeah, the UK is very much the same. It's like 1 minute it's like lovely and warm, next minute it's like cold and horrible, next minute it could be raining or lightning or hail. because that happens. You know, all of a sudden you have like, why is it hailing? I don't know, just because it's sunny. That's happened. It is like today, like most of the day it's been quite sunny and warm, like in the morning, and then it rained for like 50 seconds, maybe a minute or two, and then it all just buggered off, and it was like, wow, okay, cool, yeah. Something's upset you today then, has it? Right, let's get these two back and start drilling properly now. Oh yeah, oh yes. The powers above just decided to take the piss then. Joys of weather. The best metaphor I ever heard for a thunderstorm though was actually from Kingpin. Right? Has everybody watched Kingpin? What's your favourite season? Autumn. I really like autumn. Colourful, bright, sometimes rainy and cloudy, but you know what? It's all pretty. Yeah, we're Raygun from Australia. Yep. All I need to do is remake this and we'll be fine. There we are. So if you guys ever watched Kingpin, one of the best metaphors for a thunderstorm was actually in that film. Well, from my point of view, it was the best metaphor for a thunderstorm. And it's when Woody Harrelson's character, he's standing in the field with the Amish and there's a thunderstorm happening. And he goes, I guess the angels are bowling again. I'm like, that's such a cool, that's such a cool way to break it down from an Amish perspective. I thought it was a good line. Yeah, the lava truck's got some amazing moves. I like the colours of autumn. The weather is the worst. No, I like the weather. The weather's fine. It's unsettled. It's funky. And I'm still walking around in shorts, and I don't care. I'll be in shorts until like November. Depending. I mean, if it's like really freaking cold, then I might put a pair of trousers on and a hoodie, but that's about it. Maybe a hoodie. I mean, I still go in a t-shirt. I kind of like bowling to refer to tornadoes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, spring's fine as well. I wear shorts until it's 8 degrees. I wear shorts until yeah, the longest time I've waited until I've gone back into a pair of trousers like mid-November. That was like, we had quite a mild like run up to winter then, and I was fine with it, but yeah, that's where I've been to. Right, need so I want to change this to there really. Oh, it was a quick one. I'll change it over in a minute. I just need to put my pipes down. Oh, okay, I needed this. That's fine. Right, so I just need to put those two in now. There we go. Right, upstairs. How many drills are running now? I think it's 14. I think. Give me a sec. We'll count up in a sec. So we've got 9 one side because we filled up apart from that one square. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 14. So I need 2 more to cover the gap and then 4 more to cover this side. So we could wait until we can undo 6. Which won't take too long now. So if we could just wait for 6 more drills. So we need 600 Cloutium. And then we'll finish off this 20. And then we'll see what we're producing. Yup. You wear shorts all year inside. Yeah, same. I mean, this flat keeps warm during the winter as well. I mean, the most I might have to do is I might have to put on a pair of socks. Maybe. You know, that'll keep me warm for a bit. But where I sit, because I'm in a little corner, like, so my computer basically pushes air out, and then it gets pushed around the room, and it comes back into this corner. So it gets quite toasty in this corner. But this room's always warm. Like if I go to the biggest change I saw was about 10 degrees from this room to the back of the flat. When it was like cold there, it was warm in here. So in the winter, this room is amazing. In the summer, it's unbearable. $101. Amazing, we can get a drill. Let's go. I'm out of here. See you next time. Not a problem. That drill is getting old. Should I replace it then? The ages. Oh no. Oh, it's getting old. Oh, maybe I could do a rebirth. I'm born again. Is there such thing as a born again joke? Do you got wings of fire? If not, I don't think you can rebirth it all. No, I suppose. The thing is like this could just be like a dead zone of Cloutium, and it's like, I've got to wait even longer. Whereas being like productive, go and get another drill, increase the chances of flow. That's how I see it. We've got to wait for 30. Yeah, hold on. So it's every 10 pieces of ore is 30. So that's 30, 60, 90. So I've got to wait for 10, 20, 30. No, it's a lot of ore I've got to wait for. It's 100 times. I've got to wait for 100 pieces of ore that are £3 each, and I've got to wait for that like 6 times. 122. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. It's still running. It's fine. I'll do a fast teleport down after this. What we'll do, we'll go and make the drill, and then I'll teleport to the bottom level, so we don't have to drive back. Or not drive as far. Meow. Got to start recording for Christmas content soon, so I've got to bulk that out for 3 weeks. It's gonna be fun. Not sure what I'm going to be doing just yet. I might revisit a couple of older games and do like a short series over the Christmas weeks. Say weeks, because I do one. I normally have like a week of content before I go away, a week of content while I'm away, and another week for when I come home. So YouTube still gets videos and I can still get people watching. I know, but it's a busy period, so it's a little bit more quieter. But yeah, I normally bulk it up for Christmas. Well, never done that before. Now, if you want to get back early, go here and then push unstuck. Oh. And there we go, back on the straight and narrow. Do. That was a little bit stupid, that was. There we go. That's now full. That's okay. Right, let's go and chuck this on. Okie dokie. So. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Right, I need something there, but I also need to find a way of getting water out of here. No, I shouldn't need to. Because I'm lowering all this down to the I'm lowering this bit to the floor, which will be fine. The water, I can get the water out of here, so I can turn that into a T-pipe and bring that out across and down. Because they're going to be coming up here, hitting a vertical, and then going out that way. Not a problem, buddy. Catch you later. Enjoy yourself. Well, I wouldn't say, I can't really say enjoy yourself if you're having problems, but you know what I mean. So with the T-pipe, when I go to turn it, because this pipe is going to be on the floor, so all these are going to be down here. So they're all going to be teed up to the top, but when it gets to here, they're going to be across the bottom, so that's fine. The T-pipe's going to be there, so we can draw a conveyor belt off this way, and then they can feed up onto here into this harvester and be happy. So that would go in that corner. That's fine. This, I need a shard chamber, so we need to go and get one, because I haven't got a spare here. All fun and games. But at that point, that's when I need to save up my Cloutium, because I would need to build 10 drills in one go, so it doesn't leak. Because I'm going to be building with like live lava, apart from when I turn it off. Then I need 10 drills attached to that one conveyor belt, so it all just shoots off. So that should be about it. Really, that's realistically what I'm aiming for. I don't know. Hold on. We'll have to, give me a second. Off to do some work. I'll catch you next time. Peace out, matey. Have a good one. Right. Let me have a ponder before I put this in. So when I'm finished, this is going to be turning into a T-pipe, so it would face along here. Yeah. So the T-pipe's going to be facing this way. There's going to be a T-pipe here, 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 and all across the floor. So this is okay, because... Let me just go and get one. I'll show you sort of what I mean. I need two, actually. And now it stopped raining. Storm's gone. Damn it. Let me just open up a window. Right. So, the plan... Need that one out. I'm just gonna get that one. Clever Croc, how you doing over on Twitch? Yo 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 yo. I love to listen to storms while I sleep. Most of the time, I normally just listen to them when I'm awake. Last time I fell asleep during it. I was fine. So the plan on this Promethean is this one is gonna go like this. And then this one's going to go like this, right? And then this one will go up and cross into these two drills here. So that should work, basically. That's how I'm planning this. I planned it. All good, man? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Yeah. Hopefully that clears up the confusion. I know what I was aiming for, but yeah, I get it, don't worry. So all the while I'm prepping this, I'm probably going to need a few more of these, but all the while I'm prepping this, the lava can stay flowing and it's okay. But I need this all the way down to here. That's why I'm not worried about getting clouty in right now. All I'll do is I'll just carry on setting this up in the background, and I'll just keep going. And then when it comes to the changeover, it works however long it's going to take. I might get the cart down here because this is like doing it one at a time sucks balls, right? That's a genius solution. I would have realised if I was still playing Hydroneer. Oh no, I used to do this on... I did this before. On base game. This is how I used to set up drills, like, behind each other. Apart from I used to do it the other way around, because the intakes were at the bottom. So you would have the T-pipes up the top, and then you would split them at the bottom, so they would look like that. And then you would be able to run 2 tier 1 drills off the bottoms. And now you can do that with, like, so you can do it with all the setups, nearly all of them. And then this one comes down here, that closes into there, and then we're all good. So that pipe moves, this pipe turns its angle, and then this one just disappears. The T-pipe goes into the top of there, and then we run it out of here because that's going to be feeding, yeah, it's going to be feeding onto it. I'm hoping that'll be okay. So I'll probably end up putting a centralizer here to pull the dirt from this conveyor belt through. Yeah. Orebound out of video memory is I'm running a 4090 Ti. What do you mean? Oh, I turned it down to like 60 FPS. I did not want to argue with that game. It's massive. It's massive. Oh, I forgot one. Why not just use a merger? Oh, we could do. Wouldn't see a problem with it. But it's just you know, merger, centralizer. They pretty much do the same thing. $245. So we need we need 5. We need 500 ounces of Cloutium just to get this bit finished. And then I have no idea how much money I've earned, by the way. So what we'll do is when I've got 5 in, I'll shut it. Oh, you're not on. Rubbish. Right, that's on now. Now we're running all those drills. Boom, boom. But I can't really do anything until I finish this one now. So, I mean, if I was to wait, I'd need... I need 1,400 ounces of Cloutium. Basically to do 14 drills. Or... I just move... Well, no, because then I have to move it all over to the centre, which means I still need 14 drills. So yeah, I do need 14 drills. Really. Realistically. So what I could do is just run these 5... Get these 5 done. And then... just keep building out the pipes and stuff ready for the next row. Oh no, because what I'll do is when these get turned, they'll all be like... They'll all be exploding. They'll all be dropping lava. That's the main issue. An issue I don't mind cleaning up the floor. £2,450 of crystal meth. Could put a floor down? Yeah, I could do. Do I want to? Nah. Evolution. Right. I know. I don't see. I'm not putting a floor down. I'm not. That's too much money. I'm not putting anything down that involves me having to like stop what I'm doing and build a floor. It's like, oh no. I did think about doing it though, but I was like, no, I'm alright. 289. We'll do 3 drills. I do need to get the iron out quick. So that's 287,000 ounces of iron. Well, $287,000 worth, or hydrocoins worth. And that's just iron. I haven't done gold. So, gold would be more, by the way. Because I haven't taken any gold out. Tis ridiculous. Also, I need to clean my ear because I've got an itch. But that's the problem. It starts off with like, oh, it's only 100 coins to do the floor. But with my way of my personality, it's like, it's going to be a couple of thousand, because of like, I'll get the roof done, I'll put some rafters in, I'll build a little toy room, it's me basically just going OTT at that point. And then by the time you know it, I've hollowed out the area, put in a flipping like house, put a big set of stairs, winding lights, all that sort of stuff. I think I'll keep it simple. Because it will get worse. 314, we're off. The lava won't go down too far because we've got we're right on the bottom of like floor of tier 1, so it only goes down a little bit and it won't do too much damage. I'm not really that worried. I'm just can't be bothered. So I need to do this, and I need to buy 2 more. I think I need to buy 2 more T pipes, maybe 5. We'll have a look. Then we need to buy lots. Yes. But as we're now we're nearly at full potential of like 1 row, which will be 20 drills. Cloutium's going up a lot quicker now. We've built 5. We've built how many? 10 drills today already? Can't remember. We've done alright. And it's just going to get faster. If only there was cross pipes. Yeah, if you use the mods. I don't think they work in this version though. But the whole cross pipe thing. I mean, for me, I'm not really worried about it because for me, I just find a different solution. But I mean, if you want to use mods as cross pipes. Hey Hybrid, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Have a question about another game for you. Fire away, friend. Fire away. What is your favourite game of all time? I've played too many to find a favourite anymore. Sorry, it's really the reason why it's a complex answer is just because of how long I've been alive. Gas station theme. I've seen the Junkyard DLC is still on your wish list. Didn't they give? Yeah. So basically, if it's on my wish list, it's. I own it, but it means I have to remove it. Because I was given access to it, Steam doesn't recognise that as a purchase. So, yeah, fun and games. What is the best way to dig tunnels? Either use the Thor, or just use a rake and a pickaxe. Yeah. So, if that's still on my wish list, give me a second. Let me just remove that from my wish list. Because I've got this feeling, I know somebody will be like, you can have this if you want. Wish list. Oh yeah, I can remove that as well. That can be removed. That can be removed. I will probably buy that. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to remove that as well. So somebody replied to my thing of workshop. Hold on. Also confirming that I've had this bug, and even worse, one card's mum. Quitting and reloading didn't work for me. I can't get basic cards back no matter how many times I pull them. Yeah, so it is a problem. It is a problem. So it's the workshop thing, and yeah. Yeah, so in TCG Card Sim, there's a problem with the workshop where it negates the amount of like cards you want left behind, and it's causing problems with like loads of people. So I put it up as a topic, and people are still talking about it now, so it's good. It means it still hasn't been fixed. It's not necessarily good because it hasn't been fixed, but people are taking notice that this is a problem. Oh yeah, if you're building at an angle, build stairs and then put the wooden stairs in the holes, because then you just go down at an angle. But the best way to build a tunnel, personally, is look at a wall, hit 9 squares with your pickaxe, and then like flatten them out with the rake, and then just dig through. Basically, that's how I do it. But I mean, I do it my way because it's the way that in my brain works for me. But for other people, they just prefer just to knock like, you know, a rough sort of tunnel out. And if I wanted to do it properly, I'd knock a tunnel out, put a roof in, put some braces in, make it all look like an actual mine, and then I'd spend a lot more time doing it, which is why I've already done that. I've already spent so long doing that sort of thing in this game. I don't really need to do it again. Because it's a lot of work. Like, if you look at my first build I did for this game, I spent weeks, like, playing the game, building through it, building the house, building the platforms, mining down to everything, getting rid of all the snow, building a flipping like greenhouse around all my drills, putting RGB in it, and by the end of it, I'm like, that was a lot of work, and I don't really want to do it again. I've done it like a few times in base game and this version. I don't really want to keep building a massive build like I did before, because it takes a lot of time and there's a lot of back and forth if you're not using mods. Now obviously it's not that far to the town, but there's still a lot of back and forth. No, I'm not doing it again. I'm literally getting 100 million coin and then I am done. I'm not doing that again. It's a lot of stupid effort as well. I don't mind doing it once or twice, but like 4 or 5 times, no, I'm okay. I'm alright building a trading card store right now, like just chilling with the game. I was looking at Project Castaway. I'm not sure if I want to get it yet. But then I want to get the hotel game as well that everyone's been playing, because, I don't know, I could make a couple episodes of that. And I might start doing, I don't know if I want to do it, but I've seen other people do it and it seems to work a bit. I might have to put that on a different channel though. Because the idea is to start doing like long form content, like our sort of recording, very minimal effort editing. But at the same time, that goes onto a different channel, so I might be doing like 3 videos a week for that one. And like I said, minimum effort, so it won't be as good. But strangely, people watch long form content even if it's not as good. There was a guy, because I'm in the Discord group for bloody gas station sim. I was watching through some of the people who make content there, because I was being nosy, basically. It's like, okay, what am I doing? Looking at people's content, seeing how they're doing it. Most of them doing it the same sort of way that I am. And it's like, apart from, no, they're not plugged in yet. So most of them are doing content the same sort of way as the way I'm doing this now, but without the camera on. So it's sort of a little bit boring, and I kind of get why people don't watch me, and that's fine. After comparing myself to these people, I'm like, okay, I understand. And there was one guy, I can't remember his channel name, and he's got like 60,000 subscribers, average video about 2,500 views, and he makes like hour-long videos, and he just records himself playing a game for an hour, and that's episode 4. And then episode 5 is him playing the game for an hour, and then it's on to episode 6. And it's almost like no editing at all. I'm like, do people really enjoy watching just raw content like this? Because apparently you do. So, yeah, it's something I might try on my other channel to see if it works. But I don't. It's a strange one. It really is. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I can't turn them on if I haven't got any tea pipes. So I've got to buy some more tea pipes. Should have bought my cart. No, it's not Grill Master, no. It was somebody else. I can't remember. But it's like, it was really raw. It was really raw videos. Like everything. The other thought is every thumbnail was basically the same, apart from the episode number. And I'm sitting there just going, I mean, maybe I do my content wrong, where I tried to make sort of like a little bit more snappy episodes for like 15, 20 minutes, that sort of thing. Maybe I should just start focusing on hour-long content, very few edits, and just carry on with my life, and see how that goes. And I don't know how that would resonate with people. That's the thing. It's a very strange predicament to be in, because I've seen bare minimum effort, and this guy gets, in fairness, he gets more than I do. So I was trying to work it out, and I'm like, I don't know. I prefer making long form. Short form killed me, because like short form content, trying to put all of that info and all of that stuff into like a 10-minute video. It's a lot of like stupid effort, whereas like if you do long form, it's more of like a big episode, and it doesn't cost me like $180 million to produce. It costs me like my time. So yeah, I might do it. Well, I mean, the thing is that I can do it, and then I just make a few extra cuts here and there. Make maybe 40 minutes. I think 40 minutes is a good time, but it's depending on if people watch it. I mean, at that point, I'd rather just live stream. I even used to watch a guy called, his name was Redex, and he used to make, and he probably still does, My Summer Car stuff. Never talked in any of his videos. All of his videos were like an hour long. Never used to talk. I'm like, it's madness in my eyes. I'm like, how do you get away with this? How does this happen, basically? Do I like Scrap Mechanic? Not really. If I'm going to be brutally honest. The one thing that turned me off of like scrap mechanic real quick was, oh, it's got logic in it. I don't do logic. Hate logic. Don't like logic. He still makes my summer car vids, mostly mod reviews, still not talking. Man, I have no idea how he's able to keep that going. He's been making that stuff like for years. That's madness. Do these drills need repairing? No, because I put in a auto repair system upstairs. So the reason why they don't need repairing is because of this. These basically take all of the crap out of the lava and they're all filtered, ready to go. So because of this, nothing downstairs gets bummed, basically. Logic sucks. I hate it. I'm a preacher of real logic, like logic in argument, logic in talking and thinking, but logic in gaming makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm too old and I can't be bothered. Right. There we go, we're spitting now. So now I need 2 more. Yeah, we've probably got enough actually now. 159. So when it gets to 200, we'll be right. Logic in games for me just is illogical, but you know, I get it. If people can do it, do it. I haven't got a problem doing it. Yeah, that's because it's not that difficult. A logic repair system is really, really simple. It's a reader and a hurler and a flip-flop cable. And I get this, but when you start adding, hey, if you do this, 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 and this, and this happens, and then this can jack you off, I'm like, but why? And then you can do, well, once you do this and this, and it's got this little light on it. But why? And then why? What actually? How does it work? How old am I? I'm too old. I'm 41 now. Old. I'm at the age where I can shave my head and I get a trapped nerve. And it sucks. That's what happened to me. What happened to me on Thursday. I shaved my head. Oh no, it was Wednesday, sorry. I know there's one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not even sure when it came up. I think we were just busting it out, and then when we were in like 1.6, when logic started coming through. 37 have more greys than you. Well, that's because I don't really shave my beard. So underneath here, there's grey hair in the sides, right? But because I don't shave my beard and I don't cut it down, it keeps its colour for longer. No, I don't. So this is what I mean. If you don't shave your beard and you don't cut your beard, then it stays the same colour for a really long time because you're not changing the hair. It grows to a certain length and then stops. Obviously the hair dies and then it grows out again, but it gets greyer and greyer. So yeah, mine is grey under here. There is grey hair coming through. It's like wizard strands. I'm becoming more wiser. But my actual natural hair up here is bald. I've got nothing, right? So it's the joys. I have no idea what my natural hair colour is up top. I think it's still mousy brown, but it's probably got grey patches in it now. But the reason why I shaved my head is because of my psoriasis. So the reason why I wear to put this into perspective, and actually I'll bring it up on here. So I'll put it up on a big screen, right? The main reason why I wear a hat isn't because I'm bald. Number one, it's because of the lights, and everything in here is dark, and I'm fine. But on the back of my head, all here, is psoriasis. And it basically, for years and years and years, it basically ripped out all the hair follicles of my head. So I went bald really quick. So I just shaved my head. So yeah, that's why I always wear a hat. So where you see the shadow of my hat goes across my glasses because of the light. My glasses are naturally tinted grey, so I don't get blinded. So yeah, that's the reason why I wear a hat all the time. So when I go out, I wear a hat. I shave my head, I wear a hat. It's all that. Is that a burn? No, it's psoriasis. So there are patches of my skin that reproduce faster. It used to be. I used to have it all up on my front. I used to have it on my arms. I used to have it all over my. Basically, I think at the most it was 20% of my body. I had psoriasis coverage. I'm on a medication that basically suppresses its growth, and it's called Benapali, which is an injection. So every week I have to inject myself. And then I've got this cream for if it gets like really like dry and horrible, then it's best to put it on. It basically kind of lulls it down. And yeah, and it sort of works, but then the worst part is it's never going to go away fully ever. So I just live with it and be happy, you know. Is it a genetic? No, I'm the only person in my entire family that has it. The only person, right? So, yeah, it was just bad luck. I've had this since I was like 12. Since puberty, I was mocked during my school life for having constant dandruff, but it wasn't dandruff, it's psoriasis. So that helped, you know, with the other issues that I had with like wearing glasses and being a bit of a nerd and everything else. Yeah, psoriasis was a real sort of like plus side to my ego as well. It was amazing. And for like 2 decades, I was scared of wearing trousers because it was so bad on my legs. In order for me to treat it, what I would do is because I was prescribed a skin cream years and years and years. This is before I went to the hospital and got myself onto this injection listing. I went to the hospital and they gave me this cream and they were like, okay, so you should be able to use this and it will calm it down. I was like, okay, cool. It didn't calm me down. So what I used to do was I used to skin myself. I used to take a pair of scissors, open the blade up, and then just take the top layer off and then put the cream on top. And so I've still got, if my legs went proper clear, I'd probably still have scar tissue on my legs where I used to do that. But now I wear shorts and I don't give a fuck. Basically, I've got to a point in my life that I don't give a shit what people think or what anything. And if everybody asks about it, that I give them the option. I give them what it actually is. So it's just one of those things. Over time, it gets to a point where you just don't care. And that's where I'm up to. So when I go to a gym, I don't wear a hat, but I always wash down the equipment I've been on because sometimes bits fall off because that's what happens. But yeah, basically, there are parts of me that basically reproduce like 4 times faster than a normal human being. So my skin reproduces faster. And it doesn't matter what. I've tried. Over my entire life, I've probably been on like 6 or 7 different like medications for it. It's just trial and error to find the one that sort of works for you. Because there's 5 different types of psoriasis. Each different type of psoriasis can work differently on your pH skin for your the pH levels in your skin. So you have to take that into consideration as well. And then there are different treatments. If you've only got a certain version of psoriasis and it's like a lighter version, you can be treated using a light room, which is partially dangerous because if you're left in for too long, it can actually burn you, which I've seen, and it does happen to people. One of my friends, she had psoriasis on her hands, and it was the only place she had it. Everything else was completely fine apart from her hands. And then the medication that I was on that didn't work for me worked for her, so she didn't suffer from it anymore. I think you may be Deadpool. If I was Deadpool, I really wouldn't have a fear of dying. It'd be like, fuck it, I'm just going to stay alive the rest of my life. I'll be okay. But yeah, it's unfortunately, it's just one of those things. The thing is, I count myself very lucky though, because out of all the problems I have, most of them are just quite subtle. You know, I've got a problem with OCD from time to time. I've got psoriasis. I've got a clicky wrist and a clicky ankle from where I've screwed up my tendons and my ligaments, and I've broken it and things like that. But apart from that, I'm okay. There are people out there in worse condition than me. So I count myself as quite lucky. There's not really that much wrong with me. It's just the things that I do have wrong with me, they affected me for a little while, and I grew past it. You know, I don't wear a hat to hide it. I wear a hat because it's there, and I really don't want it. You know. Do I not have enough? Bums. Oh, I only need 2, don't I? Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, I'm okay. My brother's got worse than I have. No one gets a life. Yeah, exactly. My brother, I mean, he's 3 years younger than me, so he's 38 now. My wife's on steroid cream for X. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Is it in Stilla, or is it a different cream? Or is it a double base? I've been through that one as well. But yeah, my brother, he's 38 now, and then 10 years ago he had heart failure, and it was almost there. I've got 2 other brothers, and I almost only had 1 brother because he was that close to copping it. So he's got it worse than I have. And then Kerry, I mean, she went through cancer and gastric, paresis, which was fucking horrible. So I count myself very lucky. All I've got psoriasis and a couple of other clicky bits, and I'm fine. But other people that I know and love, and they're all near me, and they've almost fucking died. I mean, my uncle died a couple of weeks ago of motor neurons disease, which is shit. And all I've got is psoriasis, so I can't really complain. Will level 1 drills work on that? So, are you talking about base game or this version? Oh, in base, yeah, you have to spare, because in base game, no, level 1 drills won't work on tier 2 soil, but in this one they will. So yeah, base game, they will work down to 8.5 blocks deep, if that helps you. So if you dig down 8.5 blocks, maybe 9, as long as the thumper doesn't hit below the 9th block, you'll be fine. Put a floor down just before you get there. So yeah, that's all that's wrong with me. Apart from that, I'm completely fine. It's all good. Ooh, there's a big hole there. Not a problem. I think I did do a video of that ages ago when we first saw the tier system. So there probably is one out there somewhere. We're nearly done with this row. It's only taken 7 episodes. And, hold on, 3, 6, 9, 12. Nearly 18 hours? Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12. 15. 18. We're on our 21st hour of streaming this game. And we're going fast now. We're doing alright. Go in the hole! There we go. Bum, bum, bam. I need to take this upstairs. Right, they're all good. We need to test now, I think. Test what? What am I testing? I can't remember what I'm testing. Oh, it's next door's dogs. It's fine. to see if 100 drills will make millions easy. Oh, I mean, I really wouldn't have a problem with it. All I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up a block of gold into 2, layer iron into it, and then make a really big sword. Right. So I need to I can't turn these things off. This is why I need to find a way of doing this without turning all these drills off at one point. So this is the problem with making a loop system. Well, not a loop system, just one straight system. Is in order for me to make an even out how much it's going to cost and do, I have to turn all these off like this. What I need to do is work out the harvester and see if I can reroute the water. So I need to be able to get that pipe here. And the only way I could do it is to bring this up and over, which might be better to do, and then feed this under this. So then I don't have to keep turning this off. I could put a thingy here. Yeah, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but that's where I'm up to right now. So give me a sec. We're gonna have to fiddle around with this. Right. So first off, what I need to do is I need to still be able to power this and be happy. Good evening, Hybrid. Can't you use logic gates to turn the drills off and on? Well, I could, but then that turns off the harvester. Because I've done it so it worms its way up and round. It will turn this off, which I don't want it to do. The way it could be done is to move this so it feeds up and over. So like this. So this has to be replaced into a T-pipe, which is what I've got to do anyway. And I've got a T-pipe around here. It's up here. So yeah, it's just... Oh, did I take it upstairs? Ah, bums. Yeah, I did. No, I put it... Oh, I put it over here. Donut. Right. So... No, you go back on there. So that's got to be T-piped in. That is going to be turned into a T-pipe here, because that's going to be feeding a conveyor belt from there anyway. This is going to go... Oh! Damn you. Right. Thankfully, I have enough spare. Right. So this is a good time to do this, because I've had to turn it all off anyway, and we'll just work on it. So it just needs a little bit of changing with the piping. We should be just fine. Just a little bit. A little bit more. So problem solving 101, right, is... That's going to go there. This has got to connect back up into this, because this runs the conveyor belts for me to feed. Might need to put a stair in the bottom. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a block there. So now I need to turn this into a corner that goes... Actually, no, I need to... That needs to be a T-pipe. So this is going to go here. And then this can go here. I need it to link. My problem is I might have to build a platform over the top of this so I can stand on top of it. Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to build a bridge. Just a little one, but it's going to have to go across. Because I need... I need more straight pipes. Yeah, I'm trying to work this out. Don't worry, in my head, I'm getting there. Yep, right. We need a T-pipe. I don't know if I've got any. Yeah, I have. I've got loads. What am I talking about? Bernard. Go up and over. Dip, dodge, dive, and dodge. All right. Right. That one can go there. That one can go there, and that one can be straightened off into that. Cool. Right. What's my heart stops? I'm all good. Right, so with this one, it's still going to be feeding up there. I need a T-pipe into this though, for now. Long time watcher, I have a question about I build and I'm doing that's not working. Okay, can you explain what's not working? Is it like you've tried to do something and it's not clicking, or your drills are making funny noises, or they're sparking, that sort of thing? Is it logic based? Because if it is, I'm not the man. Right. I need a bloody corner. The gem compressor I have is hooked up to water and cables, but it's not turning on. Are you on DLC? Are you on DLC or standard? It's not water, it's lava. So you need to connect it to the lava port and not like water. If you look at the connection at the back of a compressor, back of a compressor is lava piping, not water pipe. Right, that should do it. So now I need to go to the shop. I need to buy some... I don't want to buy flooring. That's okay. I don't want to buy any floor because that's too far away. Buying flooring is like massively far away, man. Right. I might have to redesign down here a little bit more. Okay, so if I'm going to have to come off here, we're going to have to build a walkway. I'm going to have to get some fluffy... I don't want to get floors. So I need to build a floor here that goes across here and goes across the top of here, so I can change this and this. Add some stairs as well, which means I need to take out this wall and add some stairs. Let's go and get some stuff, shall we? I've got money, and I'm not afraid to burn it. Well, I am, because burning means I have to start again. Right, we need to go and get some floors. Single floors. Nothing too elaborate, just single flooring. And then we can get in and around. I need to buy, like, I don't know, 10 different sets. Oh, I should have brought my cart with me. Bugger, we'll just go and buy another one. Need a cart, and then I need to get like 10 sets of stairs. I'm going to buy 15 loads of flooring, single block. We should be right then. Gonna be honest though, like when it comes down to like putting different pipes into the back of certain things, that's quite common. It's not like if you go onto the Discord and like the new, like when the game goes on sale or something and loads of people buy the game and then they don't know how to play it, and the first thing they do is go on the Discord and like complain that things aren't working. It's like, did you do this? It's like, oh well, no, it wasn't explained. It's like, well, no, the game does have a tutorial. It does roughly teach these things, but you know, I know it sounds like big-headed, but I pretty much wrote the guide to the game. It is all there. And admittedly, yes, you have to put up with me talking about this game for like hours upon end, but yeah. Bird. No, everybody heard about the bird. What are we up to? It's now 10 o'clock at night. We've been playing this for 3 hours and 12 minutes. And I have not took... Oh, that was a dead long. Oh, no, it's not. It's a crane fly. So, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like, subscribe, notifications button below for all other updates. And if you want to help the stream by any means, you can become a member for as little as 99p a month. You just hit the little join button, and the world is a better place. And you basically get to help out me, and it's all good. Or you can keep your own money and buy yourself a coffee. That's purely up to you. Secondly, you can buy some merch from my store. You can buy the Embrace the Grind t-shirt, and I've also added a D's cup, a D's nut cup. Basically, it's a cup with a little peanut that I've created on the cup itself with the word D's next to it. So it's called, it's a D's nut cup. Yeah, it's a play on, yeah. So that's out there as well. And yeah, fourth wall, amazing is what I have to say. I've enjoyed, like, their stuff is really comfortable. It hasn't shrunk in the wash. The actual thing hasn't broken up at all. There's no bits missing. This is good quality. So yes, I would heavily say that it's worth it. I may even have to buy a D's nut cup as well, because it is my cup. I'll just use it as a pencil holder or something, you know. But apart from that, it's all good. And if you want to help as well, there's a little total upstairs where it says like how much money that I need. And it's basically crowdfunding for new equipment because mine's starting to get a little bit old. A bit like its user. Right, we need stairs. One. Where am I planning to put the valve? Next to the harvester. So the harvester turns off and everything else carries on working. Apart from the compressors. But then, yeah, they'll open up anyway. Double stairs? No, it's all single file down there. It's narrow, man. So, technically, if I think about this, and and I'll in my head I know what I'm doing, right? Because this all relies on the other side of the it all relies on the other side of the thing to be done as well. Well, I am a double wide technically. According to my BMI, I'm a double wide. According to my chair, I need a bit more room. And according to the gym, I'm doing all right. So it's a strange way. It's a strange place I'm in right now. Like my plan now for the next, I've got 3 weeks until the end of. I think I've got 3 or 4 weeks until the end of term for like the kids, because I think they're on half term. Mid-October until the end of until the beginning of November, so they got like 2 weeks off. So my plan until then is to drop my food, so eat less, which is something I do need to do, or burn off more at the gym, which means spending more time. So I got a choice, but I might go down to just basic eating, so like cereal twice a day, and have like a big dinner. Or a big lunch and then a small dinner. Go from there. So this means that for the next couple of weeks I'll eat less. Go through half term. Trying to keep my idea on diet. Going into November to December, body tries to eat more anyway. So I'll be focusing more on like heavier weightlifting. By the time like Christmas comes, I want to have lifted at least 160 kilo. That's my plan. I did 140 kilo last week. So yeah, 160 kilo would be like my next sort of like little milestone. 200 kilo is like my next big milestone. And at that point, I might have to look at getting a weightlifting belt, because I mean you can do it raw, but people even at that point it's like you might need a belt because of your back, and I'm not getting any younger, so might need it. It's just a bit of a shame that ones that I've seen don't fit me. So that is where I want my stairs. Oh, yeah, I have got them. Might need to get a custom made. No, I just need a fat bastard size one, basically. That's what I need that to be. Right. Right, now I can change these quite comfortably. I think I've got one more. There we go. Right, I can go there. Change that, we're all good. Now I need a set of stairs to go down the back end. And there you go. Sorted. Ready, sorted. Put that back on. If I need it, we've got spares. Cool, so the next thing So can you show where the valve is going? No, because I haven't got a valve yet. I didn't buy it. I haven't been to that shop yet, have I? So the valve I wanted to put just before here. So I want to put the valve in under here, right? So then it's easy access to click down there and go click on the valve, and that's fine. And the reason why this is going to stop is because this is going to be a thingy thing, just a corner. The lava will keep flowing through this pipe down there. At the moment, this isn't connected, so it has to be all connected the way it is. Yeah? Does that make sense? I'm going to assume yes. It's going to be a bit higgledy-piggledy, but we'll get there. But the plan is to cut the drills. Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah. So it would go under here then. So this would be an end. So I would just stop this here. Okay. So this will be the last drill. This will all be connected up to there. This will just be where it is now to a U-bend or a corner. And then under here will be a thingy. Then I need to rethink this then, don't I? Unless we put it here. Because obviously if we put it here, that cuts the lava to the top. Any question? Yeah? Am I right? Right, okay, we'll give it a test. Right, we need to go to the shop. So before I go to the shop then, what I need to do is we need to see how much all this is worth. Now I could take my gems as well. Which would be extra cannon fodder for the amount. How much is in the old Cloutium? That's 33 grand. So as we're going in, where can I get a valve from? Oh, it'd be in the... Medged. Right. Let me go and take this upstairs quick. Yeah. Going underground. Right, that's one big sword, and I'm not going to show you how much it's worth because I don't know how much it's worth, and we're not going to discuss it. We're going to go and get ourselves a valve, and then we're going to go and sell this stuff, and we're going to be like, okay, that's how long it's going to take me. So we've been streaming for 3 hours and 25 minutes. I now have 20 drills set up, ready to go, and we'll go from there. And then what I want to do is I want to see if it works we'll turn on everything just quickly, and we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. That's fine. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. And if it does work and it does switch it off at that point, then we're sorted. If not, I've just got to redesign it a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. It might just mean I have to split the lava before and after that area. Maybe. Right, one valve. No, that's a table. I don't need a table. I need a valve. There's a valve. Right. 85 quid. Yeah, right, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Meeting you face to face like this is a real honour. It's a real honour. Why is the village in a bubble? Because there's a flipping great big power shard protecting it from lava. Yeah. They harness the power of the world's largest shard to create a force field around them because the whole village is surrounded by lava. Because it's stupidly in the middle of a lava field. If you look at the map, it's in the middle of a lava field. It's silly. Yes, I've got an idea. We're just going to build our town in the middle of a lava field. I genuinely think that if to think of some lore, the volcano erupted and it was a quick knock together. You ever look into shapes? Yeah, yeah, I have, but I played the demo of it and I was like, okay, look, it's pretty cool. And then I was like, actually, this will knacker me up a bit. So we have made 1.389 million, only 99 million to go. Well, actually, we got 1.7, haven't we? Or 1.8 now. 1.85. So we've got 98 million to go, which isn't bad. It's a lot better than we were 3 hours ago. But you got to think, in like 3 hours, we've made like nearly 2 million quid. Yeah, it shapes the game. Yeah, my brain would just like, it would explode. It would be a lot of me sitting there going, well, no, I could probably do that a little bit better if I just did this and I did that. It'd be like a lot of micromanaging corners and like how things fit together. I'll take this downstairs quick. Alright, and we need my valve. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first off turn everything on. So first off, what we'll do is we'll turn on all the drills. Right. I need to disconnect, because at the moment this is all connected through, so this should keep working. If I disconnect this, we'll go from there. So let me just put the valve in first, because right now that's all going to work. Yeah, that works. So we open it up. There you go. Fantastic. There you go. So yeah, that's the ultimate question has been done. So in order to turn off my drills and keep everything running, this cannot be like a link through. So this will curve round off and down here. This will stop here, because this one here, when I've connected it to another load of drills, it will just stop the cycle then, and I'll curve it up and that'll be fine. And then we'll just start connecting through and everything will be fine and dandy for the whole family. It'll be cool, man. Yeah, we'll be alright. Definitely. Definitely. Cowboy Junior. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. Thank you very much. Right, so we are good. Alright. Alright. So all I need to do now is I need to get enough Cloutium to build another 10 drills to stick on the back of this, build another pipeline and bring the conveyor belt up to the side. Can't stay long, but I thought I'd drop in and say hello. That's all good. Thank you very much for stopping by. I think you should have the compressors remain connected. The compressors are connected. That's what I mean. This pipe here goes down to the compressors. And into the back of here. The only thing I'll be turning off is the drills. Everything else is still be connected to everything. All with just one pipe. But I'm blocking the signal here to stop this going, but then that won't be connected. It will be connected all through the harvester and out the back. Yeah, see, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're all right. Don't worry. Don't worry, Cyril. Don't worry at all. We'll be okay. We'll be all right. That's doing me, didn't I? Any questions? The only thing I've got to do now is transfer this over to the bottom rung and then connect all of this up to another 10 drills. And then have another conveyor belt going across here, up and across into there. That's it. That's all I've got to do. Should be alright. But we're churning now. And we already have enough for another 2 drills, so we're doing alright. Have to go? No, that's alright. Yeah, no, we'll be back in live streaming. I'll be back at some point. Definitely next Friday and definitely next Saturday. But don't know about any other time because I wanted to see if I can get ahead of videos and stuff because I've got stuff to do. I'm trying to get ahead to Christmas now. So I need to like double, triple record, get everything edited and start putting things out in place ready for that. So my plan is to basically get stuff for Christmas recorded now, get that scheduled for December, and then everything else that I'll be bringing out, I'll do that on the fly like I always do. But yeah, apart from that, we're all good. So this was a good little exercise. We've now got 20 drills running, and this is now going to take a less time to do stuff. So in 3 hours we earned $1.4 million. Or Hydrocoin, sorry. So 1.4 million in 3 hours. And that's okay. Why do I have to get ahead of myself? Is that what you're asking? Why do I have to pre-do stuff for Christmas? I don't know if that's a yes or I'm just waiting for a yes or a no. So I'll take that as a why are you doing it for Christmas? So the reason why I have to pre-do Christmas is because my kids are off. Right? Now, My kids over Christmas are a little bit more hyperactive. They're like more excited and joys of life. And for those 3 weeks over Christmas, I've got to deal with my kids and me not being here and then coming home. So what I do is for the last 3 weeks of December, most of it is pre-recorded. I do between 3 and 5 videos for each week. So if I can get 15 videos done, I'm not here for those 3 weeks. You know, I leave my channel on basically autopilot. I go away for Christmas. People still have videos to watch, and if they want to, that is. And the content's there for if anybody picks it up, and it's there for still discoverability. It's just the way it is. That's YouTube for most people. You'll find that some of the people you watch, I know some of them. Some of the creators I watch and I talk to, they pre-do their content months in advance. Like, I know one guy that I watch now is 2 months ahead of himself. So he's already recording videos that won't come out until November. So that's just how it is. Yep, as long as the lava flows to the harvester, we're all good. Hi, by the way. So yeah, this is going to stay on until I disconnect that. And the hole won't go too deep because it's only tier 1. Cool. So yeah, I'll be doing that in the background. Most people don't even realise. But yeah, a load of creators I watch and talk to, most of their stuff during, I would say a lot of the people I watch and I talk to, because I talk to bigger YouTubers than myself, because, well, you talk to the people within your niche and the world is a better place. You know, you understand a bit more, you sort of see trends, you do sort of try to help each other, which is quite nice. But when it comes down to, because I was asking some of them, I said, like, how do you deal with Christmas? One of them showed me the amount of videos he has like up in backup now, and yeah, he's good until November, like mid-November right now. So he's like that far ahead. So if you think that when you I know this is gonna blow the minds of some people, but if you watch some YouTubers and you type in your comments of like, oh well, you could do this, the reason why they don't really read the comments is because they're so far ahead of themselves that whatever you're saying does not apply to the video they're about to make, because they've already been through that series, they've finished it, they've carried on. There's one person I do talk to, he puts out 5 videos a week, and he's good for about a month in advance. He gets loads of comments. Oh, you should do this and you do that, and I understand why if someone makes a suggestion, some YouTubers don't listen. It's because whatever you're saying isn't applicable to what they're doing, because most of them have already gone past what you're looking. So let's say one creator brings out a series of videos over the course of 2 weeks, and it's like 6 videos of one game. Chances are that creator has already made, I don't know, he's probably already like a month and a half in advance. Doesn't really worry about the comment section too much, because whatever you're commenting has no affiliation to the game that he's now playing, and you won't see that for like a couple of weeks or months. That's just what it is. There is, I can't remember the dude's name. There's one guy who's 52 weeks ahead of himself. He's making content for next year. He's already done, basically. And what he does is he streams. So he streams for like 70-80 hours, and then all of those streams he'll chop up into hour sections, and he'll just put it out as videos, and he'll do that once a week. So he's already like 52 videos ahead of himself. Madness. Some people are just so prepared for doing this. Other people like myself, we just go, yeah, how long will I stream for? I'm actually finished for today. 3 hours and 40 minutes, I'm done, and we've got $1.8 million, or Hydrocoin. I keep saying dollars. yeah, 1.8 million. So that'll be all good for next week now. So next week we'll load all this back up. I'll build my plan for next week, and this is what I will be doing. I'm going to leave this running for the whole time. We're going to build a conveyor track all the way up, join it into this. By the time that finishes, I should have enough Cloutium to build 10 drills in a row, and then we'll go from there. And I'll add another 10 drills, so we'll be running 30 drills. So technically, by the end of that, I should be running around 2.2, 2.4 million every time I turn it on for 3 hours. When's the next stream? Guaranteed next Friday, next Saturday. I might throw in a couple next week. It's depending if I've got the time. Because now I'm sort of like, I'm in like bulk mode now. I'm like, I need to do like 3 videos a day, every day for a couple of months. And just really start firing ahead of myself. So I've got content coming out. And then if someone says, hey, can you do a video for this? Then I'm sorted for it. And we'll go from there. So thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, and notification. Do I have any more channels? Mainly just this one for now. I'm working on something in the background, but I don't know when I'm releasing it at all. It's just one of those things. I don't know. I was going to try doing a reaction sort of channel, but I'd sort of given up with that idea for now. But it is something I do want to do in a future like entity of myself. Right, I'm going to shoot off now. So thank you very much for kicking by. I'll catch you all later. If you want to help out, you can become a member. You can go and buy some merch. You can do all that stuff, and it's all good. Until my next one, guys, I'm going to say peace out. Have fun. Enjoy everything you guys do. And have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, month, or whenever you're watching this. And I'll catch you all later. Ah, boom. Fist bump to you.